The 2.5 Amigos, sponsored by...
So we've all done Hydrate before, correct?
Yes.
Arizona Hydrate is one of our sponsors. They have, when we did Hydrate, it was a good experience,
like
I think. Yeah.
Experience. It's like a revitalizing for after a workout, for after you have a hangover, which was Mark's case.
Well, that's the thing. Like with Hydrate, like I didn't have a hangover. Like we did Hydrate, and everything that went through, it just. The next day, I woke up as if I didn't drink at all the previous night before.
And they have different levels of of the Hydrate. It doesn't always have to be for
pre-workout, post-workout. It works.
Yep, definitely.
What did you feel, Scott, when we did it?
It was a good experience. It made me feel very able to work out the next day.
Energized.
Yeah, it was the whole. You could tell like it had.
It gave you a little.
The electrolytes is that boost. You know what I mean? It kind of gave you that energy
It gave you a little
workout,
right? It gave you that.
Your bump the next day.
Yeah.
So it was really good.
Okay.
I like it.
So you definitely want to check out Arizona Hydrate.com, period, and go onto their website, right?
Yeah.
They also have an app for Android and Apple, so make sure you check that out. If you use Amigos 10 with a capital A, they will give you 10% off of any of the packages that they have. Check it out. It's definitely a good pre-party, post-party, pre-workout, post-workout. Yes, it definitely does what they sell. Like it's a great experience.
Try it out.
Next sponsor, Sea Giant. So you want to go to that concert, you want to go to the big game, you want to go check out a soccer event. Orchestra. Anything that involves a seat ticket, right?
Ooh, the Book of Mormon. Great show. Love it. Been there. Recommend it to anybody. UC Giant. Get your tickets.
Yeah, essentially it's a Ticketmaster alternative.
It is.
If you end up using Amigos PC, then you get 3% off of the whole price purchase. Yeah, the whole purchase of the product. So utilize that. It is a great alternative to Ticketmaster. The tickets are discounted. Everything. Yeah, it's just.
Everything's priced in your favor, and just the additional the money off is a win-win.
Yeah, exactly.
So next concert that comes to town, I'm going to use it, honestly. So, and it seems like it's something that's going to be worthwhile for anybody.
Exactly.
Check them out.
We buy houses fast.
What does that mean?
Cash Now Homes AZ.
Howard, explain that. What does that mean?
So basically, is if you're looking to sell and you don't want to deal with people coming into your house, realtor fees, all that stuff that comes along with selling your home, give us a call, Cash Now Homes. They'll buy your house cash, close on the date that you want. You don't have to make any repairs or anything. They buy it as is.
Nice.
Yep. CashNowHomes.com, and we're on Facebook. We're everywhere.
No realtor fees, no tedious repairs that are needed. Fast closings, right?
Fast closing,
yes.
or closing on the day that you want.
So that's CashNowHomesAZ.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2.5 Amigos. God, these guys are loco. If you're looking for a responsible, mature podcast, this ain't it. If you're looking for a lot of drinking, random nonsense, stunts and shenanigans, and some of the hottest comedians in the world, you've hit the jackpot. It's the 2.5 Amigos with your hosts, Albert, Scott, and Mark.
Oh, maybe you should go to the front then. Yeah, just so you won't get. I mean, it's not that it's that big of a house, but no, just
Huge.
Welcome.
Welcome. Oh, we already started.
Yeah, I ran our intro in again. You got to get used to it, dude.
Come on.
Come on,
Let's go back to the old one.
Let's
Go back to the old one.
Just edit that out.
Yeah.
We don't really edit here. Yeah, we're pretty uncensored,
Liable
unedited.
for everything I say.
So
You're good. You're good.
welcome to the show, Marc Jessie.
What's going on, gentlemen? How are
So
you?
we had the pleasure of meeting you at one of the contests that we got to judge, Freshman of Comedy. So, we wanted to have you on the show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you.
What you do do you have a day job?
How long you been in the?
How long you been in the game,
in
the grind?
game? In the
You like long
grind?
walks on the beach? Give us a little insight to your world.
Beaches are nice. Let's see. Yeah, I'm originally from California Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
So I came out here because I don't like being on the heroin. It's nothing but
That's a big problem.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, there was always homeless, but I mean, now it's gotten like a lot worse. Like,
Really?
yeah, you just see somebody like on the street that's just shooting up, just like,
Damn.
yeah,
like,
it's just like nothing.
In San Francisco?
In San Francisco, yeah,
Wow.
just out in the public, and I mean, this is like in the like in front of like the corporate office for like Lyft.
God, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten bad. Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
tough. So,
So here I am.
how long you been here in Arizona?
So you moved,
Quite some time.
You moved
Okay.
from heroin to meth.
Heroin's bad. I think that's maybe
Downers to uppers.
I don't know if that's a
Arizona's
downgrade or upgrade.
Pretty bad from that.
Heroin is a
Arizona's
downer.
heroin's everywhere, man. I mean, Arizona's
Yeah,
I don't know.
bad.
But
for heroin too.
You don't really hear. I mean, you do hear about it here, but I guess not.
You mean heroin like
Heroin,
overdoses
yeah,
and
it's
stuff?
not like
I think it's bad everywhere, honestly. But
Yeah, kind of. I mean, with the opioids and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Because we're drug experts.
of course, those are our day jobs.
Like unofficially.
Yeah, officially, unofficially. How long have you been doing the comedy thing here in Phoenix?
A little over a year.
Okay.
I want to say. Yeah.
Freshman of comedy. Yeah.
Fresh. Yeah.
What made you like? What got you into? Did you just show up to an open mic? Did you like what put you there?
Did people just say, "Hey, man, you're funny. You should be a comic"?
Never.
No.
Never. No. Originally, it was something I always wanted to do. I think I don't want to be like a person that wants to live with regret. You know what I mean?
Like not trying.
Yeah, I mean, you hear
Yeah.
like stories about like people where they get older and they're like, I mean, when I was younger, I should have done, you know,
that.
and I just
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be that, you know
That's
what I mean?
cool.
So like
Right.
anytime I think I can make like an effort into doing something I want to do, wanted to pursue.
At least
So I
try
mean,
it
this
out.
was one of them, and it just happened to click and it stuck. So,
Good.
Nice.
coming up
Yeah.
with it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Very
a little
cool.
bit over a year. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess we can touch on that later. We can talk about it now. I guess we're going into that. I don't know. I'm talking about the.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude,
how-
don't spill. This is
I know,
fragile equipment.
I know. How I mean, you're making it to the next round, which Thursday is going to be.
Yes.
At
So-
Toso's,
Toso's big,
Toso's.
the final.
May 2nd.
And we'll be there. We're not judging this time, but we
okay.
will be there, and we're going to be interviewing people there
Afterwards.
or during. Like I don't know what the game plan is.
So we're
really.
going to be recording a show prior to them going on, and then
like
we're
talking
gonna,
to each comic or something, or just doing our own thing. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just wing it, dude.
We'll wing it.
gonna
wing it.
We'll wing it with Bobby. Bobby will
Yeah.
have us wing it. I'm sure Bobby will take up most
You're like
of
the
the time.
TNT crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Not enough ball heads.
Yeah.
Albert, you got that filled in though.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do. I'm just wearing a hat.
He's wearing a hat.
today.
to hide it.
Oh man.
And he's got a-
And mine's coming, so it's,
Yeah.
and he's got-
in and out.
he's got
I'm
the-
afraid of that, yo. Like Albert,
Hey.
let me ask you this: when was it the point where you were like, I'm just gonna like all off?
I think it was like
He was
12.
15. Yeah.
No, really? I didn't know, like, because some people lose their hair quick, though.
Yeah, because I've seen
I
like
was-
people who are like,
I was
in 50 full set of hair, and then people who are like 24, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
I was in my late 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hashtag same.
43 now. I'll be
You're not late
44
30s yet.
next week. So I was in my 30s, late 30s. When I was
Did
like,
you say
know what I'm saying?
34? 34 is not late 30s. That's when
No.
it started?
No, I said I'm
He doesn't
30,
remember.
I'm 33. I'm 43. I'll be 44 next week.
We don't know
I
how
call
old
with
you
you.
are.
I call with you.
He's not good with numbers. And he's a realtor.
No.
It doesn't matter. He is. He's a realtor. When you're looking for a house.
No, he's perfect with numbers. He knows where to quantum leap when he needs to. So I mean,
He
you
knows
need
how
to
much
him.
heroin he needs to bring over the border.
All he needs to know is the contracts. That's it.
Yeah.
How much I'm getting paid per pound.
That's all
Right.
I need to know.
Very true.
So, So me, mid 30s, late 30s. What, 35?
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
yeah, it's mid.
What about you, Mark?
I know, that's what I
Sounds
said.
right. With me, well, I haven't like really shaved my head. I'm trying to like make
still
an
in
attempt.
in other words, he's
you know,
still in
I'm-
denial.
I'm in denial still. So I trim it down.
So is
though.
it like
He's gonna
you
grow
got
that
the
out.
ring growing back here, or is it just like? Because my brother is getting it. He got the delta
I haven't
forming
cut
like
it
right
in a
here.
while, but it's like I don't know,
yeah.
kind of baldy, like
See, like me?
He got the skullet going on.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But usually I have it trimmed. I just haven't been to the barber.
I have this here, and then I have a spot right here.
Before, did you try like Rogaine or anything?
No, I never did. I was just like, fuck it. I'm
Now
just going to shave it off.
Now, do you regret like what Mark was saying? Do you look back and say maybe you should have did that?
Try it?
Yeah, like see, like because you can have like this.
I feel like
album would be like this in the wind and shit. Do you
feel
regret
like-
being able to do that?
I feel like that's cheating, though. It's because it's
What?
not
You
who
mean 'cause you think it's
are.
nature?
How's it cheating?
You think it's
though?
nature? That's
We
why.
cheat all the time.
Literally.
We cheat.
Yeah.
Those
all
are Grand Theft Auto cheat codes.
Yeah. Come on, Mark.
cheating
You have a
everything.
heart attack and
And then they bring
a
you back.
doctor. Yeah, a doctor would bring you back. You'd be eating a cheeseburger in like 5 seconds. They'll serve you one at the hospital.
Very true. Yeah.
They give you the same food that fucking killed you at the hospital
With the Jello.
with the Jello.
With the Jello.
The Jello has aspirin in it.
Smart. No, they don't give you shit for free. That aspirin's $100 a pill.
That Jello was like $1,500.
Yeah,
Dude.
exactly.
That motherfucker better have
Hospital
cocaine
hospital
in it.
prices is no joke. Yeah, you like lying about that.
Yep. You gotta go to the hospital. No, I'm good.
No,
I just
no.
take
I'll
some,
do- no,
take
I'll
some
just
baby,
not. See,
take baby aspirin.
Going to the
and call it a day.
hospital is cheating. You gotta
Exactly.
pay.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
it
pay
is.
for your cheating.
Exactly.
There you go. See, you're saying cheating.
Yeah,
No.
everything.
I don't know
Everything.
how
You
about
cheat about
this
it.
logic right now. Going in.
Although I have been curious about those new toupees that are coming out, where a guy like
Oh, like the man
No.
weave?
yeah, the man weave.
I was
That's,
saying,
that's
yeah,
exactly what
that's
it's
what they
called.
call it. Have you
That's-
seen
I
it?
gotta,
No,
no,
I
I need to
haven't-
look
I
into
have
that.
not.
Yeah.
'Cause
So,
not that I need one yet, but
it's like like a
like, does it look bad or does it?
no,
look,
like
No,
legit, you would never
no.
know. So it's like a little hair they put on it, so it's like an actual barber, and he'll come in, so they like glue it right for
Yeah,
some
they
people.
glue it, yeah.
And they'll just like fade it up, and you will just never know. But then they take it off, and they look like, oh my god.
And it lasts like 5 or 6 months, so you only got to go back every now
once
and then.
like
Yeah.
twice a year
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah.
Really?
That's maybe.
I didn't-
Okay, so
here we go.
I've
Man,
been.
Tips
Yeah,
for
see,
men.
look, he's
Wow!
looking it
Oh
up.
wow! That looks really.
Oh, did you pull up a picture?
That looks legit.
I'm gonna have to pull up a man weave mem after
Wow.
their meme.
I
Do
did
they?
not know about
Do
it.
they? Well, okay, yeah. Go to the white guy. I
The
gotta
white
see-
guy?
I gotta look. Yeah, because I mean, I can't.
I have to look,
I
I have to
can't.
look.
That shit.
Yeah, that looks. He looks like a totally different guy. That
Oh,
guy looks
shit.
like he's 40, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no one can see this, but that guy looks 40. He looks like he's in his 20s.
Wow, I gotta look into this now.
He fucking shows up.
It's
If he
weird
shows
the way
up-
that works, though,
I know,
right?
If he shows up, if he shows up next Sunday,
Oh
with
my
hair.
god.
With hair.
Oh, dude.
I am
nothing
definitely-
changed.
Look at
It's
this.
gonna be like Seinfeld with.
You show up with a
When-
Don
when,
King
uh,
wig.
It's gonna be like Seinfeld when George showed up with his
But I
hair.
think if I was to go end up doing it, I would do stuff like that. I would have a Don King wig. I would have
Just do a whole bunch of
I would
different-
have
If I was
a
rich,
I
I
would
would.
Trump,
If I was
Trump
rich, I would
hair.
do that.
Wow,
too.
that
Yeah,
is
how much is it?
Every
insane.
6 months, a new thing.
Get a question.
Now, a question: Do you think
$100.
do you think LeBron did that, or do you think LeBron did like
I think
something
LeBron has enough money to
to
get
like
whatever
get,
the fuck he
like
has.
he gets hair
Yeah.
from some kids and put them on his head, something like that? Like you can do
Absolutely.
anything possible, right?
Absolutely.
That money,
People
He-
clipped up dogs and
pluck it in individually.
fucking Sharpay.
Yeah. Because like he was going for a while there, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden
he
he was
was.
boom. He was like,
Oh,
it was
he's
like
He
back
has
to
money.
normal.
He has money.
Yeah.
tons
To
of
be
tons
honest,
of
and if you have enough money, that will fix most.
pros
Oh, yeah.
any problem,
Yeah.
Yeah.
any problem you got
Fucking
going
A.
on.
What was the other Kardashian chick? What was the thicker one?
Chloe.
Chloe
Chloe.
looks amazing. Like
Oh,
you see
yeah.
before and after photos
Oh
now.
my god.
Well,
yeah.
she went from like looking somewhere from the woods.
Yeah, you don't
like
need,
you'd find
you
her
don't
in the
need
woods.
diet and workout. You just need money.
Money.
You need
Yeah.
money.
That's probably all she did. She says that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
She says that she does a lot of workout and all that stuff. Or at least I've.
And she
Oh, yeah,
does, but I'm
going
sure probably does.
down
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
but she
and-
still did.
But
Money
maybe
will cure
maybe
all that
helped
shit.
helped it jumpstart probably.
I like how you said cure. It'll cure all of that shit.
I said that?
For the most part, yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
because people
true.
do say money can't buy happiness, which might be true, but I mean,
It can cure it.
yeah, a trip to
Yeah,
Cancun.
bullshit.
will-
Money can buy happiness.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It can buy a lot of distractions. Let's just give it that.
I gotta
Yeah.
say this. He keeps looking at more photos. Like he's
Look
gonna
at
do
man, we
it.
use-
He's gonna
I'm
do
looking
it.
at the
He's gonna
dirty
do
right now.
it. You're gonna see him.
I'm looking for a
You're gonna see him
style.
Thursdays
I'm
and
looking
have
for
a
a
whole
certain
new
style.
I'm looking for a certain style. You know what I mean?
Just mess this old man's
next
life
week he's
up.
gonna show up with a kid
No,
and
not
play
even that.
fucking
He's gonna be
haircut,
Thursday.
dude.
Thursday at the comedy show. He's gonna have like a long fucking, like a long hair.
Fabio.
Fabio. Shit. That's what I was thinking. I couldn't think of the name. Mexican Fabio. It would be El Fabio,
Right
right?
here. Boom.
That'd be funny if you bought
That's
a
what I'm
like
gonna do
a-
right
like a
there.
blue
Yeah,
light.
that would be good. You would look good with that, Albert.
Damn it. What did I know about this earlier?
Man, weave.
Right?
Yeah.
This that was
This
a
is
thing.
actually fairly new. This is
Oh,
new.
so
You gotta be careful with
technology,
some of the
yeah.
shit you buy online.
Yeah,
It
no
comes to your
shit.
house and it's like pussy hair.
well.
I don't know if that'd be that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
Depends on whose pussy, right?
Yeah. God, this shit keeps itching. What's going on here?
What is this? Oh shit! It's a crab.
House did you get this from?
Yeah. God, what is this coming from? Gross.
So, I did not like a little troll, I guess, but like a little snapshot of because we recently became friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
that's
saw you
cute.
post something about crazy old white ladies.
Crazy white ladies from England. Yes.
Yeah, from England. So can you play the video?
Yeah. Are you able to? We're not gonna put.
You can airplay it if you
Yeah.
want, or unless it's on Facebook. If it's on Facebook, we
You should have
can.
been prepared
No, it's
for
not.
that.
Yeah, it's on
Oh
World
no,
Star.
I'll share the link to everybody, but
Oh yeah, so this will be on our Facebook
Yeah,
page
sure.
and other avenues
Facebook,
of where to
Twitter,
find us.
whatever.
So it's,
I say you're a moron.
So do we know? Is there a backstory to why this happened? Like why she was getting crazy?
it
Do we
just
know?
says road rage.
British.
She's all right. Good
Old
excuse.
British. I'm pretty sure the Queen is like that too.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you, you cunt.
Where's my crumpets?
So how did you stumble across this video?
Which is
Like,
on World
when you-
Star.
isn't
Like,
the internet crazy?
When
Just
you were
like,
traveling in
there's-
England?
Yeah.
He said he watches the World Star.
yeah, World
hip
Star.
hop.
That's like it's like almost ghetto news. It's weird though
Oh,
because
it's
like
like
it's
TMZ,
cool.
but cool.
Yeah, it's like a hood CNN.
Hood T-
'Cause
or
it-
Hood TMZ, right? Maybe. Maybe.
What?
or
No,
just-
not even because like TMZ is just
more
all for like
like-
gossip. Like for real, on
Hollywood
World
stuff.
Star, it'll have like how
this.
to get your finances in straight. Like you won't see some shit like that on TMZ. You know what I mean? Like legitimately,
That's true.
learn how to flip houses. Like you're not gonna learn that
Oh
shit.
shit! Was that you on there? Albert was on there.
Probably was on
You see him
there.
on there?
No, but yeah, like I think I got hooked on World Star right when I don't know if you remember the clip. It's it's a bus driver and a lady is like they're like talking shit back and forth. So she like does some shit like fuck you, and then he's like, yo, you going to jail now? And he like uppercuts the shit out of the lady. Yo, it was wild. I was like, what? Been hooked ever since.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to go and
I'm
check
about to
that
start
out, dude.
looking
You never seen
Man.
that video?
No, I never
No,
seen
no.
Uppercut bus driver. Yo, it's the most amazing.
it. Amazing video.
Yeah.
Albert's gonna search it.
Here
Yo,
we
Google
go.
it right now. Yeah, just bus driver. I think it happened in. I want to say it was Ohio.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Mid America. Yeah. That's basically
It happened in a trailer park.
Yeah,
I'm
of
sure
course.
that's where it was. Do
typically.
they have taxis
No,
in
it wasn't even
Ohio?
trailer- no, it wasn't
Taxis?
trailer park.
It was a taxi driver, right?
No, he
I'm
said a
not
bus
gonna-
driver.
No, it was a bus
City,
driver. Yeah, it
city
was a bus
bus?
driver. City
Yeah,
bus.
city
Yeah.
bus driver. Okay,
That's
that
what I was
makes
thinking. Is
sense.
it weird that the first thing
It
I
was
thought of
in
was a
Cleveland.
school bus?
Most of that shit.
That's
was-
what I thought.
I
it was
thought
a
so
school
too.
bus.
No, it wasn't even
I
a
thought
school bus. No, it was just a regular ass.
That makes sense
like,
why he would
bus.
uppercut. Like a school bus teacher, I would think they'd have a little bit more.
I don't know. There have been some crazy magical
I know,
school bus
that's
Oh,
episodes.
so you found the
That's
okay,
true.
okay, you found the clip.
England bus driver punching a female passenger. I want you guys to pay close attention to every single
The young
second
Turks,
of the
Of course
video
you are.
because every single second is relevant. Let's take a look.
Every
By the way,
second, a
This
single
shit's 6
second.
minutes long. You can
a
airplay
difficult
that.
video to watch
Oh.
if you're uncomfortable seeing a man physically
Podcast.
assault a woman.
my
So
God.
It's going to be on
Oh,
above us.
It's gonna be above us. We're gonna actually play a video. We've been trying to mess with that, dude. Way to go! It's now loading. Not prepared at all.
What do you mean?
You guys are fired. Nope, the volume's down, dude.
TYT, okay.
Not the remote. The remote's too far. I can get up and get it. I got time out.
Okay.
Timeout, he says.
No, we gotta watch this. I gotta watch
Yeah.
it.
No, you gotta watch it. Okay. You just derailed our whole podcast to watch this video.
That's cool.
No, it needs more work for me.
The Young Turks, they have a lot of good news too, don't they?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they're
A lot of political too, huh?
No. It's not even that. Like, I just realized with the news, nobody has original thought anymore when it comes to, like, you know, this story happens.
Oh, yeah,
you make your decision. It's like, here's what happened. This is what you should think. You know, that's everything with the news now, and that's why I really. Okay, wait. That's good.
Shit, I can't even see it. My spot.
Way to go. Whoa.
Oh. Oh. Did she push somebody?
No, here we go.
Oh,
shit! In real time, it never gets. And he threw her ass off the bus. He threw her ass off the bus after.
Holy shit.
Yo, just look. Okay. I would just like to rewind just that part.
Yeah, the audience is laughing.
Just rewind that part.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh, a little bit more. Oh, he got her in.
So she pushed one guy.
Oh.
And then he lights out.
And then he threw her by the weave off the
Threw
bus.
ass off the bus after. And that's the okay. So
did you see him like he was like?
He's like, why do I work here?
What ended up happening? I wonder.
It was another day in Ohio.
So it was a thing. I don't know how.
Cleveland.
It's just another day.
Another day.
Cleveland.
Another day.
I ended up. It was a follow-up video.
Wow.
And it was okay. So
What do
it
you mean,
was
like she was
it was
coming
kind of
back
like a no.
for
It
revenge?
wasn't even. Well, it was her. I don't know if she was like suing the transit department because the dude ended up getting fired. You
you
can't do that.
But then, like, he had like the nerve to have like some civil rights lawyers like outside, like, yo, his rights have been violated. He clearly needs to be compensated.
Well, I mean, it was kind of like self-defense if you think about it, because she pushed him first.
No,
while
she
was
didn't
sitting-
push him.
Yeah,
She pushed somebody else first.
We're just getting off discussion. Let's just discuss the awesomeness of the uppercut.
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah, why are we looking for who's right? Everything was right there.
That's just what we do. You can't help it.
We can't solve the problem.
right?
Right
Somebody
or
just
wrong,
got an
right or
uppercut.
wrong.
Right or wrong, it was good. It was good to watch.
Right or wrong, it's just
Exactly.
an amazing uppercut. It's just all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Crazy.
That's awful. We're all going to hell.
No.
No
It's all right.
way. Maybe a little bit. At least
It'll
purgatory.
be all right.
Burgers
Oh
are
yeah, I'll be there for sure.
Oh shoot.
Be there for sure.
World Star Hip Hop, man. Check it out.
What happened?
World Star Hip Hop.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean I've obviously heard about it. I've just never been. I've been on there, but I've never watched videos and stayed on there long enough.
What do you mean you've been on there? Like somebody's recorded you?
Yeah, like I've been on there.
Yeah.
No. Like I was scrolling through and like looking through stuff.
Remember when we talked to you earlier? You know, the high school dance.
Yeah,
like
yeah. That's how they found me because I'm a good dancer. Put it on there, and then everyone laughed, and I stopped dancing.
We'll have him break out his cardboard later,
Yeah,
and
later.
you can see it later.
Yep,
Cardboard.
breakdancing. Yep. Took third and state.
So, as we've been talking to get you onto the show and everything like that, one topic that we keep mentioning, me and you, back and forth, is Game of Thrones.
Yes.
So, I want to go into a little bit about this wager that you had on as to who was going to meet their demise in this last episode.
I was actually thoroughly disappointed how little
Yeah,
meaning like certain people
Didn't
die. Like I was
Yeah.
expecting more people to die because the whole show builds you up to the White Walkers are coming. You know they're the most the worst thing to come to
Yeah,
the land.
yeah.
You know what I mean? We had to band together to
And they
do
get
this,
rid of
this, and
them
this, and then for I guess to We don't get like a backstory. I think that's just what I'm upset about. I just wanted a backstory.
A little bit more detail on it.
Yeah, we need like a little note right here, like on the lower third, like spoilers ahead.
I think because we've been starting to mention Game of Thrones. So those who don't watch Game of Thrones, go fuck off.
Yes.
And then those that have seen the episode,
I think all these main characters dying.
Before we get into too much detail of the episode, though, I want to know a little bit, or get a little bit more insight. Yeah, on your wager, like what triggered the wager, and then what was the ante up?
So a lot of it is just paying attention to people's story arc, and is it complete or not?
Okay.
So I just feel like certain characters, they just had their due run. Jorah had to die. I think Brienne got ignited. So I thought she was definitely going to die last episode.
So were you talking with friends in this wager, or like is this just a wager with yourself?
No, I mean it's just things that of course you talk about it with everybody. For the most part.
And then what's his name? Greyjoy also.
Greyjoy died.
Yeah.
To be honest,
did you expect that one?
His storyline was over.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, his storyline was over years ago though. It's like
that's why I was weird. I mean, he's been through so much.
As soon as he lost his sausage and saved Sansa, like there was no more reason to have him around. I don't think.
To be honest, he's so boring. He's a pussy. His character is a pussy.
Yeah.
Well, and that's kind of how he went out. He went out like a hero. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of his redemption, right?
That's what they were saying.
He fought to the end, right? He was he was stupid, sold himself out.
Yeah,
he became a piece of shit, like nothing.
Regretted it.
Started working his way back up, and now he kind of won the. Bran forgave him and said, "You're awesome."
Remember the meeting with him and Sansa? It was like very emotional when they saw each other.
Yeah, like she was happy to see him.
Yeah,
I suppose so. Yeah, I guess it's a thing where I don't know. It's just good.
It just threw you off.
It kind of did. I was just like, where's
is it on? Is it on?
Yeah, I'm like, where's this fucking music coming from?
I meant to start that as we were like going through, but yeah.
No, yeah, I try to think about it like every other episode, like, yo, who's gonna die? Because that's what we love the show for, right? Like, characters you grow invested in, and they'll just take them away at that. But, like, I can't really think of another...
I don't know if I really love the show for that, but I just know that we can't have nice things in Game of Thrones. So when things are going well,
it's realistic, because, I mean, life works out that way. I think it's very rare that you get a show that works out like real life. Like, sometimes...
Very true.
Yeah, because we think, like, yo, some people are gonna get theirs. No, some people don't. They just kill people. And they just live on forever.
Yeah, and that's what I was bringing up. I think it makes it better when the main characters get killed by another main character instead of just
just some White Walker.
Yes,
or something
exactly.
Like that.
And I think that's why not a lot of them got killed by the White Walkers. I think.
Yeah, but who do you think?
In the next battle.
Yeah, but who do you think's left on that side that's gonna? I mean, I know there's the mountain, right? There's
Cersei,
the mountain. Cersei, I can't imagine Cersei's going to do a whole lot till the very end of it.
Cersei.
Honestly, I hope she comes out on top. She's actually one of my favorite characters.
You think you want her to win?
Yeah.
Cersei?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That would be a twist, though.
Yeah, it would.
She's won a lot of the way. She's won.
People want to see her die, though.
Everybody
does.
People want to see her die, but you know what?
That would be a good ending. Honestly, I agree with that. That's a different ending.
TV shows are only as good as the villains that have them.
You're right.
Right?
Game of Thrones has a good handful of villains still, though.
Great amount of villains. Yeah. Well, I think really Cersei's the only one left because who
really
else is really a villain?
Well, I mean, like Cersei's the mountain. That new guy.
He's really not a villain though. He's just
he's
like
a puppet. He's like a puppet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The other guy, the guy that's gonna supposedly marry.
Yeah, the pirate guy.
Uncle Greyjoy.
I thought you were gonna say Uncle Joey. I'm like, wait a minute, Uncle Joey. What the fuck? Is that what you're calling him?
This is not Friends, bro.
Full House.
Full House.
No,
yeah,
Friends.
No,
there's a Joey in Friends too.
Yeah.
To be honest, he's kind
Quantum
of he's a character like he's kind of like a douchebag where you kind of want to hate him, but like I'm just not that invested in
him. Yeah.
Like,
nah, you
mean the new guy, the pirate guy?
He did come in the game.
Have you
late.
read or listened to the books at all? Ever?
I watched like this. It's like Alt Shift X on YouTube. So they give like a good like backstory on some of the characters like in the book. So
his character in the book is like way more badass.
Yeah, he's a lot more interesting. But I think that's true for like a lot of people though.
Well, Tyrion even is in the book. He's way more badass than he is in the show, and he's a badass in the show.
You can only do so much though.
Yeah,
I thought the best part of the whole episode was that part when was it Sansa that came down in the crypt, and she like looked like sad, like things aren't going well up there.
Yeah.
And she looked at him, and he looked at her. And then
they made
eye contact, like oh shit. And then they didn't say anything. He just took a swig and just walked away. Whatever he did.
He's drunk and he knows things.
Yeah. What do you mean?
So
I like the scene
that's
of
his line. Yeah.
The Dothraki, so it's like a sword
Oh,
on
the
fire.
fire,
We
that
about
was
to
pretty
whoop some
good,
that,
too.
and then you just see the lights going
Just
out.
dimming out.
Yeah.
That was good.
So what kind of upset me about that episode is when you, at the very end, you have D&D talking about things. They bring up this plan that all of a sudden Winterfell had, Dany and Jon Snow had. This plan was never mentioned in any of the precursor episodes.
Which one?
So
at the end of the episode,
at the very end of the episode, they do like the producers talking about like what's going on or whatever. They mention this battle plan that Dany and Jon Snow created, to have the Dothraki go in and the trenches, all those things that we've seen happen in the show or in the episode.
Plan for that.
Yeah, there was a different plan. Like they had a plan together, and then they mentioned that as soon as Dany saw the Dothraki die, as soon as they died,
she got sentimental.
She got all flustered. Went off plan, and I'm like, what plan?
Yeah.
Like no one ever said anything about.
So actually,
a plan.
I was talking to somebody about that because it was kind of confusing, like some of the aspects of the element. So it makes sense. So Jon didn't ride in because those aren't his people, but she has an emotional attachment to Dothraki. So they're basically all just wiped out.
Yep.
So that's why she's like, oh my god, I gotta jump in.
The dead are already here. Yep.
It was just some parts of the episode were confusing.
Yeah.
I think it's just the whole thing for me. I think the magic in the show kind of makes it, and it's not even in like in a Harry Potter way. It's just like some of it is just very like enticing. Like you want to know more about.
Like right when you hear the music.
Yeah.
Like it gets you, right? Like when it first
immerses
starts,
you right into.
It's like, oh shit, here it comes, right?
I just feel like we didn't discuss. I feel like the show didn't discuss the White Walkers enough, and I don't know if it's going to be a thing.
That's
my
thing
thing forever. It's like season 1, you get a taste of it. Like, oh shit, this is going to be a good show, and then you don't see nothing till like the end.
Yeah.
Like season 1. Right, and then
season
it's
1,
like
I don't even think they show them anymore. I don't think they come back
in season 1. That's the first.
No, the first scene. But I mean, after that, you don't see
at the very end of the episode, or the end of the season 1, they bring it like they tease you again. Like, oh shit! All right, they do.
What happened at the end of the season?
Don't know. It's been a while, but
I feel like they do come back to like season 2.
No, trust me. I've been on. That's been my thing. I've been watching the White Walkers. That's the only thing I'm like. And then for this whole episode to be like wrapped up so quickly, I would have thought they would at least.
Extended it out and scene.
At least to the next episode of more fight going on.
Let's not get wrong though. Like this was a very, very good episode.
Yeah.
But it did like I at the end of it, I felt like I was still kind of empty, like because there just wasn't enough White Walker. Like
I agree.
It's not that it wasn't enough White Walkers. We just wanted more about them.
Like the history.
Well, I mean, last season they did go into how they were created.
There's a mystery, and I don't necessarily mind people giving me a amount of mystery and not explaining it. Like, I don't. Have you guys watched the movie Us?
I have not yet. I want to.
Okay, it's a good movie. So if you watch it, you walk away with a lot of questions, but you'll realize, like in the movie, those questions aren't necessarily meant to be answered. But I think that's like a good integral part of like a good story or a good TV show. I think a lot of shows falter when you have like a lot of these questions and they try to like wrap them up, and sometimes they give you an answer and it's like, what the fuck was that? Like, I didn't want that.
Give you too much.
Yeah, what's a good example? Or like Lost. Did you guys watch that?
Oh, I never.
No, I watched a couple of the first seasons, or like the first season only, and then I just
used to
checked
watch
out.
Dexter, and I felt that way.
Dexter was a good one.
I watched all those.
Yeah, and
it was good until like at the very end.
The
last season was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, he was trying to fuck his sister. I think like he was like, I'm really in love with her, and I'm like, yo, this is Alabama shit going on right now. Like,
well, it is Florida.
Well, it is Florida. Yeah,
that's true. Same thing.
He played in 6 Feet Under, where he was
I didn't watch that
funeral host.
Oh,
So I mean. He's into that weird shit, I think. They're just like those weird type characters.
And in real life, he was married to that girl that was his sister, right?
Oh, yeah. He was.
Yeah, that was his real wife.
Oh,
and then last season,
not
like the
married
season
anymore.
or the season before that, like either the last season or the season before, they got divorced.
Yeah.
So they had to still work together. And,
Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine the awkwardness?
Yeah, and then they're talking about how he's gonna fuck his sister, and you're like, "Oh man, I already had sex with her."
no, we already did that.
Man,
We could have filmed it, but
Spoiler alert.
I guess not anymore.
I know what all this shit looks like.
Oh shit! That didn't work out. We're getting divorced.
Yeah,
Oh,
it wasn't
fuck.
as good as you thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that was it.
He really gotta kill that bitch after that. I'll go to camera. Like
So-
on set.
So in Game of Thrones, you definitely thought Jorah was gonna go. Which
Jorah, I
happened.
knew was gonna go.
You
His
thought
character arc was done.
Brienne was gonna go too.
You know, I thought Brianna was done when they jumped her, like kind of like in the battlefield when they jumped her and she was like yelling, and Jamie
does that
came
a lot.
in a little bit and helped her out. But I thought I was like, oh shit, she's done.
Well, when
But
they
then
jumped
you
on her,
see her again fighting. I was like,
when they
fuck.
jumped on her, I thought they were biting her. It
Yeah,
sounded
me
like,
too. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
After a
Shit,
while,
she's
like
done.
I'm just like seeing her swing the sword.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's gonna live.
Yeah.
She's gonna live.
I was like, okay, fuck.
There was a moment in the episode where Jamie was against the wall, and I thought he was down. Like he
Yeah.
was
That
just
was-
a
completely
lot of them
surrounded.
towards the
It was
end.
near the
A lot of them towards the end were all against the wall.
Yeah.
It was.
I think it's
Jamie-
just my prediction that she didn't die in his arms. Like I have it planned out. Like I just know it's gonna have to happen. Like she's gonna have to die in his arms, and
Really?
then he gets pissed off.
And he's gonna. Okay.
And
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
As far as who kills Cersei, I just hope she lives, but I don't.
Ooh, you know what'd be good is if he ended up killing her, the brother.
That's what he was saying.
Tyrion.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Tywin?
No.
No, Jamie.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah, because
That'd be a good way to kill her.
That's a long.
It's a
right
love-
there, 'cause there's a
love
there's a
triangle
thing,
there.
Well, no,
Is
there's
it really a
thing,
triangle
I
when it
think-
was just the two of them?
Well, now there's the
Well,
pirate
they
guy.
got-
There's the pirate guy now in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she
He wants to give
don't
her a baby.
Shit about it.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if it was season 4 where there's it's like her younger self, and she goes to see a witch, and the witch is like, you're gonna have 3
She
children.
gives the prophecy.
Yeah, she gives the prophecy for her, and she's gonna die, and it's basically like your lover is gonna kill you.
Holy shit! Did you watch the whole thing?
Oh, you're right.
Did you
Yes,
watch the whole
you're
thing
right.
before this one started up again?
Yeah, you're right. I do remember
That's
Yeah.
good.
that.
That's pretty good memory.
Yeah.
I do remember
good.
that too now.
Because that was my plan. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's just interpretive. So there's a lot of them. So I think for one person, because if I'm not mistaken, Tywin talks about wanting to strangle her.
Uh-huh.
So it's weird. Like you got to pay attention to like foreshadowing with the show, like more than anything.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more than anything. So it could be that I've heard.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're
like,
right. I do remember now when she was like a young girl, huh?
Yeah.
When she went to go see the witch, and the witch. Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Fucking guy.
I've heard another
It's
thing
the
where
only thing
like
he fucking pay attention to.
maybe Jamie dies and then Arya steals Jamie's face and then kills her.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
She
one.
can do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
She didn't even do it at all.
No,
Last
she
episode-
hasn't.
She hasn't done it this
Last
whole
episode,
season.
she didn't need
This whole
to do it.
season. I
Yeah.
haven't seen her do it.
Overall,
But
though,
why
I-
is she? Why is she have? Why, she
I don't know,
doesn't
I
need
guess she
to
knows
go around
everybody.
secretly.
She knows everybody that's
Yeah.
going on now. They're all on the same team. Maybe going forward, maybe.
Ooh, I wonder if she stole a bunch of faces of people who died though.
she kind of did. Because remember, what's the dude in the Iron Islands she kills?
Yeah, the-
Theon's father? Is it, right?
Is it Theon's
No.
Was it? I think it is his father.
Did she kill him or?
Oh,
I thought she killed the guy that killed her brother.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right.
What's his name?
I don't remember. It didn't matter. It was a
Not
whole-
Greyjoy. Is it Greyjoy?
No.
They're all
I
Greyjoys
feel like it
on the
was, but
island.
maybe I'm wrong.
It's the guy that
Yeah, that's true. That could be.
It's the guy that has all his marries all his daughters.
Yeah, that
his
guy. I don't know what
daughters.
his name was.
Yeah, that
Too many
that-
people.
Marries
We'll
all
just-
his
All his
daughters.
daughters.
We'll just
Yeah.
say, we'll just call him Tom.
We're totally Game of Thrones experts right now.
That's
Yep.
the dude who fucks his daughter is Tom.
Tom. Tom was the guy.
We have a pod in Game of Thrones. I don't think we have a Tom.
There is no Tom. There is no.
I don't think that's like a very medieval.
It is not. Oh, there's fucking Tom.
Introducing
Marcus.
this new guy,
Sir
Bryson
Tom.
Walter
Tom.
Frey.
That's what it is.
Walter Frey.
Frey,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one he married all his fucking
Yes.
Daughters.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was that was the red wedding.
That wasn't
She would
the
kill
that
all
wasn't
the
the
boys.
So remember, she
Irish
stole a
one.
face for that too.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think overall the show is about really like I think what we were saying is like the death of magic.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, so I think overall, I think the dragons have to die. Bran has to die.
So you bring up the dragons. This
that's,
last
that's
episode.
a good way to look at that.
Yeah.
This last episode,
The death
do you
of
think-
magic.
Because the Red Witch is dead.
Well,
Yeah, you're
like
right.
I think the creators talked about something like And I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan.
Balance to the world.
Yeah, like they all just get in a boat and they sail away, and that's just like the end of magic. And then men have their own little world to themselves. I think that's kind of how the show is. So it's like it's coming a thing where basically it's kind of just magic is obsolete.
And then they travel to the Americas, and then they take over the Indians. And then we get the U.S.
Westerosi, thanks.
Sir Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus
of Dragonstone
with a gold hand.
Gave all the Indians grayscale
and so the flu blankets. Yeah, it was the grayscale. Yeah.
Flu blankets.
So you brought up the dragons. Do you think in this episode we lost another dragon?
No.
So Jon Snow's dragon is still running around.
Alive.
Yeah, where did he go? I didn't see where he went.
That was kind of weird though, because they just disappeared.
We were talking about this earlier. They showed a
preview
of next week, and it showed the dragon.
Well, one of them that got stabbed had the hole in its wings.
Was that with all the dudes on them, all the dead? All the
no. Yeah,
it was all them.
That one. I don't. That's the red one.
The
green one was the one John was on. And it just fell down.
I don't even know where that one went.
Yeah, well, the red one came back at the end to cover. Danny. Yeah. So but
that's what I mean. That's when he got attacked by all the walkers, and then they.
But then shook him off in the air.
And then he came back. Remember when Sir Jonah died?
And he was fighting the other dragon, right? Or no?
No.
The dragon died on his own.
John was fighting with the dragon.
Spoiler alert, of course, at all this.
Lower third.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes later.
I know. People haven't watched. Yeah, who watched Game of Thrones? Like, go away.
I hate people who are just like, you watch Game of Thrones. It's like, you don't know how to. Listen, I didn't have HBO until this year. I was just like, I would just pay for this shit, and I'm still on the free trial. So, if you don't know how to bootleg,
if you could do that shit in 30 days, that's amazing.
Ooh, yes,
if you could knock it out in 30 days and your membership,
I was like, you sign up for this. So
you might have to pay. You might have to pay once or twice, maybe. Because they're gonna extend it out.
Because
we talked about that a couple episodes ago.
Bullshit when it's like a season finale starts like 2 weeks after.
Yeah, a week. Skip. They're gonna do that. Watch.
It's gonna go up to the 19th.
Did you check out the schedule?
Yeah. Well, it shows it on there.
Dude.
Nice.
Until the 19th, and then the following week after that is when we're going to Vegas. What is it? Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, Memorial Day
weekend.
weekend.
So then after that, the last 2 episodes are going to be later on. June, obviously in June.
Like late June or something, bro?
I don't know if it's late, but it's going to be after that.
That's some bullshit.
That's what they're going to do. We talked about that.
For this shit.
Yeah.
And then you wait another month.
Bullshit like that.
HBO, they've been around for a while. They know how to work the system.
Exactly. I don't know if it's
and we'll wait.
No, yeah, we're gonna.
And we'll wait for it.
Of course. Well, we waited like almost a year and a half or something for this.
It has been a year and a half. Yeah, you're right. Fuck, man. Damn.
Crazy.
Life is just flying by.
You know what I was thinking before the episode started? You know, you hear the nostalgia of the song and everything, and I'm watching it, and I'm thinking I see the director's name, right? And I'm like, think of the fucking pressure that guy has. Yeah. Or anybody involved, or anybody writing or directing that episode.
They got
think
so
about
much
that.
heat, dude.
Think about it.
When they started Game of Thrones, they got so much heat because they weren't giving
on
all
the books
of George R.R. Martin's
vision.
His vision. Yeah,
you can only do so much.
Yeah, I know you can only do so much, but
right.
Nerds are going to criticize you to the umpteenth degree.
Yeah.
So
they ain't directors.
I mean, they're I mean, I think
they can fit everything into one.
I think TV nerds are different than book nerds. I mean, I think the TV nerds. I think the TV nerds. There's more of them, and I think that they're going to have more. Yeah, exactly. Fuck those nerds. We're going to fuck them up. Those guys are the ones that are scared. Is the book nerds.
Swat a fly.
Yeah.
No, but they'll be the first to roll you under a bus or burn your bridge.
Right, because they can type. They can type good. They have good words. They know how to write words because they read. They're well versed. They're well versed.
They passed in English and language reading class.
Picture watchers.
Yeah.
But I think.
Let me ask you guys this: who do you think ultimately will live?
Like who you think is going to win? Like
no, just live. Live in the show. Who do you think?
Because supposedly they have a movie afterwards, right?
Rumor has it.
No,
turns to a movie.
They want to try to do it.
Yeah. So did they get it prepared for that?
I don't know. They have a prequel coming.
Yep.
I've heard that
Yeah.
too.
Duncan
I've heard that
Tale.
too.
I think they've already
What's it
started
called?
casting
Duncan
and
Tale.
everything. Yeah.
A movie
it's
or a
it's
show?
based off of the Duncan Tale book series, which basically is the Mice Maester from the fucking
Yeah.
God damn it, The Wall.
Yeah.
And then it's Aerys Targaryen. Those two used to go on a tale and go off and whatever, and
What's it do?
it'll
Was
be
it
a
Night's
prequel.
Watch? Or no?
No, the book that it's from is actually called Duncan Tales.
Oh, so it was an actual book. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
that.
And they're making a movie?
No,
Or they're
no,
making
it's a spin-off series.
Oh, okay.
Anytime something that's successful, if you think about it, this
Yeah,
is
you
like
yeah.
the year of like closure because you have that for like the Avengers movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, you're right. Yeah.
Something else. if I'm
It is
not
a weird
mistaken.
year.
Yeah, it's like
Did you cry during the Avengers?
no.
Hey,
Don't-
I haven't seen it yet. Why did you
There
have to
there are
ask a
people
follow-up
who
question?
Are honest with themselves, and then there are people who lie.
No.
You
Yeah,
think I like?
honestly,
So I think
sat through-
Mark really did cry a lot then.
Yeah, I did. The
Yeah.
whole
No,
movie.
it's just
It seems like you
superhero
did.
movies are
Yeah,
too
dude, I brought
dramatic.
tissues. I told you.
I
They're
honestly,
too dramatic for me.
Yeah, it's too dramatic.
I need more explosions.
Turn my headphone off.
yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
You
I'm
haven't
watching
seen
it
it
I'm not
Friday.
gonna. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be that guy. But
I'm not gonna say anything either. I'm just saying you made some comments, and I was expecting,
To be heartfelt.
to have waterworks.
Yeah,
But
maybe you're just not an
no.
emotionally invested person. I don't know.
I guess.
I'm true to myself.
No, but yeah. Back to the question though. Who do you guys think is gonna live?
I think Tyrion
Okay.
makes it.
Okay, I think so, too.
I think
Think
Snow.
Tyrion makes
I
it?
think Snow makes it.
Because,
John probably.
I mean, if he dies, he comes back. So,
Melisandre, yeah.
yeah. Oh, the red
Yeah,
chick's gone.
she dead.
So he's,
Yeah.
he's
Lord
dead.
of
then.
Light's not bringing
He doesn't make
anybody
it.
else
She's
back.
just old pussy now.
Yep,
Yeah.
she is.
Yeah.
She is dirt.
Yeah. She's
So I
done.
think
He's-
I think Jon Snow makes
There are,
it.
there are
I think
other
he's dead.
red witches though.
I think
True.
Dany's gonna make it too.
Daenerys, you know what? So I heard an interesting thing that some people think the ultimate villain will be her.
I mean, she already kind of is if you think about it.
After
Because remember, well,
realizing
yeah,
what Jon Snow told her,
yeah,
she's gonna be like, "Fuck no, I'm not giving it up."
yeah.
I mean, what if they get married? Then it doesn't fucking matter.
I know that, and that's the thing.
But they
But
said-
ultimately,
her-
he would still be
Yeah.
the successor because he is the man.
Yes.
I mean, that's just the time.
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
true.
But if they're
I think
married
she's
together,
got.
what
I
does
think
it
she's
matter?
got she has a big power trip going on that she doesn't.
Well,
even if
she's done all this just to get where she's at. Like,
Kinda,
she's not
I mean,
gonna
you
give
even
her
see that in like
power
the
up.
preview of the next episode where it's like, oh, all these people died. We're taking the Iron Throne right now, like the next thing. And it's
Yeah.
like, bitch, you ain't even had time to grieve over everybody.
Well, see, and I was telling these guys before we started tonight, and I was like, so you're watching the episode and you see that everybody's dying except for the main people. Really,
Yeah.
like there's hardly anybody left. And then you see the preview for next week, and they still have a decent army left. It seems.
Yeah.
It's like, where the fuck did those
Where
guys
did this army
go?
come from?
These must be the shitty guys that ran away because now they're back and everything's cool.
Yeah,
Like
think about how many people do they have left? Because let's
that's
see.
what I mean.
So there's
if
that
you watch
one.
the episode, everyone's backed against the wall.
Well, let's think about this chronologically. So
Yeah.
there's that one.
Yep.
You had Battle of the Bastards not too long ago.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
had a lot of the wildlings get killed by the White Walkers. So I mean,
Yeah, it's dwindling down.
Who is
Yeah.
left? Other than whoever's in
a
like
farmer
yeah.
and
Yeah, maybe that's what it's gonna be.
legitimately a farmer, and then he's probably dead.
Yeah. Everybody down in the crypt, maybe. All the women and children.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna. Hopefully, it makes a good battle. Obviously, some people are gonna die. Cersei, I think, winning would be a good.
I think
It'd be a
it would
good
just
twist.
Be the
It'd be a
ultimate
good
thing.
way.
Because
It'd be a
Good way to
good,
end it.
I
good
think
like
you just have
evil.
to have
It'd be a
the show
good evil
grounded
ending.
in reality. Not even necessarily evil, just reality.
But you know what I mean? Because they're the bad. She's the bad guy. I mean, people want her to die. That'd be a good way. Like, oh, because happy. This hasn't been a big happy ending kind of show.
No, not
right?
at all.
Everything's
No,
been
you
kind of.
can't have anything nice in Game
Yeah,
of Thrones.
exactly.
And even
So
if they
that'd
do,
be a good way
it's
for it to go.
taken away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's why, like, leading up to this episode, like we were saying, coming into this episode, we were like, everyone was like tying up all their loose ends, right? Everyone was like, Bran, or what's her face, the big tall chick with the sword,
Bran.
Brianna.
Yep, was getting knighted, and Jamie was saying, his sorries to everybody and making amends, and it seemed like everybody was going to die. They're all around the fire, just having a
Do
good
you think?
camp,
Oh, yeah,
camp,
yeah.
think,
camp situation.
do you think Tormund wins her over yet? Or no?
Are they gonna have sex?
Yeah.
Who?
At least they're gonna get married. Tormund, the redhead.
The redheaded guy.
Oh, yeah,
That
they
would
both
be,
made it, right? Why not?
Too
that
far.
might happen.
That's too goofy.
With 3 episodes up, there's not enough time.
No, it's just
There's
too
not enough time.
goofy.
There's
It's
not.
too goofy for the show. For like those, like don't get me wrong, it would be cool
Yeah.
if it happened.
And there was more
Like,
time.
No, there's time.
There's not time because
They're leading
they,
up to it, though.
They
They
didn't.
are
even-
leading
they
up
didn't,
to
They
it.
didn't
She
even,
has to die.
Yeah, but
well,
I'm
and that's
pretty
why
sure-
get
I'm
married
pretty
and then
sure-
she dies.
Yeah, but I
if you
don't
do
think the
horror
battle's
film
gonna.
logic,
I don't think the battle's gonna happen
they
for
have
another
sex-
episode or two.
they'll die, both of them. If you use horror film logic,
Well, you were wrong with Arya.
yeah, that's true.
Oh, what do
He
you think about
thought
it?
Arya was
Yeah.
because Arya had sex
Arya and
with
Gendry
that.
had sex.
Oh, so you thought she was gonna
before.
die off?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
she's
she
free
was
game.
happy
I said
and-
she's free game.
Yeah.
All the Stark
Which she
children.
still is.
All the Stark children are gonna lose.
You think so?
The
All
ones
of
that are
them?
left, yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy seeing her.
Well, except
Like
I
it was
I
crazy.
was kind of rooting that the.
I thought she was gonna
the
die.
Night King was gonna get Bran though. I was like, get him. Like I would like to see this happen. Make it happen.
My twist when he was getting close, I was like, "What if he is like? What if Bran and him are like fucking linked?
Like
They were like,
there was
like
a
what are they
theory
like?
out there.
There was there like
There
when
was
I saw
a-
them,
yeah.
I saw him walking up there. Like I thought they were gonna be homies. Like
That's what I'm saying about disappointment, though. Like, because that was a very big reaction between those two.
Yeah.
With, I just don't feel there was enough. There was tension, but not enough. Like there could have been a lot more.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
that's true. And then what the fuck was he doing with the crows? Like he was gone forever as the crows.
Yeah, that didn't make
and
sense.
they didn't do shit. They didn't go
So
anywhere.
I don't know. So I don't.
Well, he was
Yeah.
following. He was following.
He was trying to figure out who's where.
Is
You
that what he was
saw-
doing?
you only-
Were the crows telling other people where they were? Like,
No,
Yeah, I
did
didn't-
you
I
miss
didn't
that? Like,
get that
there
either.
was like crows that were like fucking
Yeah.
headphones and shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's over there. All right, okay, thanks, bro. Was it like that?
They were like, who's on first?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, at the beginning when he barely did it, he went and he was flying behind.
He was near the Night King up on the
Yes,
dragon, right?
exactly.
And that was
And
it.
after that- yep,
Like,
that
where the
was
fuck
it.
did they grow?
Yeah, good question. What the fuck happened? Where the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's.
Why-
I
why
gotta.
do you peace out?
I gotta go.
Yeah, ultimately, I think that's
All
why.
right.
I think that's why I'm like I'm
All right.
disappointed. I think Bran's character is the most disappointing. In the show.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is he gonna like? Make something happen? Like freeze time and
all
shit,
he
or
does-
do
All he
something?
does is like once
He just rolls his
and
eyes
then-
back and turns into a crow. It's like
what's
the worst power ever.
Greyjoy
Fucking is.
Yeah, legit, he looks like he belongs in San Francisco. Like
Which one?
Do you
oh, you
think-
think, you think he's?
Cause- yeah, like him rolling
You
his
think
eyes back like that.
he's just on heroin?
Yeah. 'cause- no, really though. Like
He's in a wheelchair. He's got pain.
for a character to be so hyped up as him, we get so
Nothing.
little from
Nothing.
him.
Yeah,
you're
He
right.
mutters
Nothing.
maybe 2 words, and then he's awkward on screen.
No question. Question. Why did the Night King want him?
Because he's the third eye raven, like he sees all.
But
he
what-
can go into the future and the past.
So
I
he
get
wanted to use him.
So I get that that's the
He's like
cool
Doctor
thing, but like,
Strange
that's not really
for Game of
explained
Thrones.
Good way
very
to look at
well.
it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we just want more. Just us as fans,
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
want to see stuff like that because we're invested.
Which
in
maybe
it.
Yeah.
maybe they should have made it an 8 and a 9, and maybe
do you
maybe
think
made it
that
a
they would
little-
have
tied it
rioted
up
though
better?
if the Night King killed Bran?
Hell no.
You don't think so?
Hell
You think people would be
What?
mad? Is
Dude,
that what you mean?
I think an ultimate Game of Thrones
thought that would've been
twist,
good.
they
That'd
should
have
have
been good.
murdered everyone.
right in that episode.
And murdered
And
everyone.
then Cersei tries to fight him off. That would have been good.
And she wins.
Well, you,
That would have been good too.
Yeah.
you want to know what I thought was
Because then
going
you
to happen in this
turns the
episode?
villain into the hero.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I thought was going to happen in this episode is that they were going to take a loss, like they were going to retreat from
Oh, take
the
an L? Yeah. I expected
That's right.
that
I
too,
thought- I
actually.
thought
and
that-
like head down to the towers
Yeah.
or head down to.
okay.
We talked
Yeah,
about that.
you know what I thought it was? I thought it was the walkers were coming,
Yeah.
but the Night King went ahead and went over to King's Landing to,
Yeah.
fuck them over. And I thought something like that was going to happen. I guess that's why it's just kind of like deflating that he just got killed. Which
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not necessarily
Spoiler.
complaining.
I'm fucking with
Shit,
you.
everything.
Yeah, I know. Everything we said has been
Spoiler
spoiled.
everything. But you just want more.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
but maybe that's the goodness in the show that you just want more out of it.
No, because it was a
so-
great
Yeah.
episode. But like I said earlier, once it ended, I felt empty still.
Yep,
Like
I agree.
I feel like there
I
could have
agree.
been more there.
Maybe that's just
You should've
us though.
grabbed
Maybe
it.
that's
Yeah.
just the thing where we have so high expectations that certain things can't match that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's
'Cause
true. Yeah.
You know, sometimes when like you
true.
walk into certain things and you don't necessarily have high expectations. You're like, yo, that was really
good.
fucking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you walk away like pleasantly surprised because you didn't walk in with so many reservations.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's us as fans
Right.
walking
We're
with our
expecting
reservation,
it, yeah.
expecting X, Y, and Z when we're not getting that. So therefore, we're like, I'm not really feeling,
Yeah.
That's true.
So it could be a thing like that.
Yeah.
I try to think about these things objectively.
You know what I think of some of it is like, the first, 1 through 6, season 1 through 6, right? It seemed like there was a lot more like every time they went somewhere, it was a fucking journey, right? They would take them
Yeah.
a couple episodes before they got somewhere.
They can't do that anymore,
And like
dude.
last year and this year, everything's like
No, this next episode,
like Jamie
we're
was like in the
already
water
King's
for like
Landing,
3
dude.
days, and he came out and he was still alive. And next thing you know,
Gendry rode his boat for 3 seasons. Like,
me and him were talking about this earlier, and he made a good point that the show started getting iffy when it started deviating away from the books.
Yeah.
Because you had a lot more solid premises, I think, where it's just like, yo, this needs to happen, this needs to happen, this needs to happen. Okay,
Yeah.
how do we get there?
Yeah.
Instead of that path already being made for you.
Yeah.
Well, D&D has not read the final book. Like, the book is just about finished. Well, it's not even the final book. It's
What's
the
the
book
next
before Winter is Here or something along those lines.
something
Or
like that. But no, but I mean, like,
it'd be funny is if he fucking took from some from
From
the show,
movie?
and he's like, he writes just basically
I think
kind of what
season
happened.
5
He's fucking cheating from that.
Because season 5 was the one where I think it just ends in
Yeah.
the last 3.
they started deviating from
Yeah.
the book. Yeah.
Okay. Go.
So back to your question, though. You said, who do you think is going to live
live at the end.
right? So Scott said.
I said Jon Snow.
Jon
You
Snow.
said okay.
At
I
least
think it's going to be.
I think he
Dany
dies.
You think
I
Jon
think he
Snow
dies just because the Red Witch is dead.
So he has to die.
No, I don't think that has to
Jon Snow
die.
dies?
Come back if he does die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think Dany and Jon Snow get married, and like their kid is Azor Ahai, which is the one that's been.
I still
told.
think
I
that
think actually
Danny.
the Azor Ahai is about him directly.
You think so about
Well,
Jon
yeah,
Snow?
because remember his mother is the Stark Lyanna.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Winterfell. Fire, he's a Targaryen, Song of Fire.
So
and
you
Ice.
think it's all? You think it's just all? It's word based. Like it's not physically. Like he was supposed to pull a sword, a flame sword out of someone or some shit like that.
Yeah, because prophecies don't always work for like word for word. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like terms and conditions
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
prophecies. You know?
There's a contract. I seen them sign it, and it should go word for word.
Oh, I need that. I need that shit for a lot of numbers.
Right?
What baby do I have to sacrifice to get this shit?
I don't know if John and Danny are gonna end up together. Only
don't
because
think so?
I still
I think so. I think so too. I'm
think
with you.
so?
I'm with you on that. I think there's like a power struggle
Yes,
between the two.
I agree.
But he doesn't
And it's
want
not so
power.
much-
He doesn't want
He
it.
doesn't,
Yeah.
but she does.
He's
Yeah, but here's the thing.
forced.
But he
He's
doesn't
forced
want-
to.
I think that's the point, though, is that he's technically the rightful heir, and she
Yeah.
would
And
be
the thing is
upset
that-
with that.
Why would he want it if he never knew about it? Now that he knows about it, I mean, he's always been known as a bastard.
Yeah.
So now that he knows that,
But that
he is
built
actual,
his. Yeah, that built his character.
yes,
like that,
correct.
So
but now to change it to, damn, you're actually the fucking king of all.
So you think that's
about
going
it,
to
it
change
works
his
like that.
viewpoint?
Yeah, it probably works like that in real life. Like, imagine like a
Hell
humble,
yeah.
pious person, and then
Yeah.
somebody walks up to you and says, "Hey, I'll give you $1 billion."
Yes,
You
fuck.
think he's going to be pious back then? Hell no. He's going to be the biggest dickhead in the world. And maybe because I think power, I don't necessarily know if it corrupts, but you do have a different, mindset when you get into it.
Yeah,
But
so-
I don't know though. Maybe
We'll see. Yeah,
So
we'll
he's
see.
gonna
I
be-
think
We'll definitely
I think John's gonna survive. I don't think he's gonna marry Danny for that reason.
Yeah.
That-
All right.
I think she's gonna still want because you're right. She's been fighting from the beginning.
No, she's not going to give it up. That's
yeah,
for sure.
she's been fighting from the beginning to get
Yeah.
where she's at.
Yeah.
And now that she has it, for a simple to tell her, oh, it's not yours.
He's good though.
Wow. You know.
Okay.
Sorry, what happened?
All right, so we went through that question, and now here's another question that we've been kind of doing since the show started again. What do you think is going to you already answered it, don't worry.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
What do you think's going to happen in this next episode? Just one thing, one theory, one
Honestly,
event
it's
that
another boring episode, to be honest with
a filler.
You think
okay.
so?
It's a filler episode. Basically, it's them traveling from Winterfell to King's Landing. Yeah, it's a lot of boring. It's a boring episode.
The next episode?
Next episode's boring.
I think so too. I think there's not going to be
It's
a
another
battle yet.
filler episode.
It might be something where like filler, and then they get there, and then it ends like
Kinda.
they're like they're
Story.
like
I
they
think-
like get there to start to fight or whatever.
Yeah, I
near
think
it.
what you may see is what Albert talked about, where there's like a disconnect between Danny and John because of power struggle.
yeah.
So I think they'll play that up a little bit more, since you couldn't necessarily do that in the last episodes.
Yeah,
No.
I agree.
I mean, you really couldn't do that at all.
Yeah,
in
but
everything's moving so fast.
Yeah. I think you might see a thing like that.
I think so too. Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
happens with Cersei, I don't think. Characters like mourn dead people that they lost. That's about it, really.
Yeah.
Do they rebury the Starks again?
They have to bury everybody. You saw the pile of dead bodies.
Or
Jesus
burn 'em.
Christ.
Well, they're not coming back.
That was,
You don't have to
that was
burn 'em.
crazy, though. It was Starks fighting Starks in the crypt. So that was like, what is going on? Why,
Yeah.
why are all of a sudden the Starks
I
rising
thought it
up?
was
Like,
gonna be a cool thing because
I was hoping Ned. Like I was thinking the whole time, like Ned would come back,
I don't think Ned is buried there.
but he can't. Yeah, because
his
he
head
his
is on-
head cut off.
cut
I
off.
was thinking about that
Right.
after the fact.
yeah.
Like,
The,
Okay.
what's
I'm
the one
thinking,
that
I'm thinking he would be there,
What's
but
the one that got killed? Their younger
oh, the brother
brother.
when he get the red
Yeah,
wedding
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
He
the
should have
red-
been
No,
there.
no,
Stark.
not Rob. I don't think they gave his body back either.
They just kept him over there at the
Cat had his
Probably.
body last time we saw it in the trunk.
No, the other one nobody
in the
gave a
trunk
shit
of
about.
what?
It was just in a trunk.
Oh, like
Okay,
of
so
a
who
carriage or
was
something.
it?
Yeah.
Who was the other one?
Fuck, I can't remember his
Oh,
name.
the Brand's brother, the other
Yeah,
one?
so there's the
little
Rickon.
kid one.
Rickon. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Rickon. I think he's
Fuck,
probably
you're
buried
right.
down there.
Related to Dickon.
Yeah,
That is actually somebody in
Yeah,
game.
it
I would
is.
imagine.
Which
I would
is-
imagine.
it is.
Well, you know who was buried, though?
The mom.
The original Brandon Stark, the one who created the wall.
Oh shit, I did not know that.
So I'm surprised that like they didn't kind of do like a little thing about
They
that.
should have. Yeah, I mean,
There's
they
a
should
lot
have.
of
I mean, all the Starks are buried there, so it's their crypt. But
This is
I think that would have just been moment.
I think what the
it's
creators
super
might have done
book
is
nerd,
like,
sorry.
you know, these people love war, so we're
Yeah.
gonna give you as much war.
versus
as
like the deep
possible.
nerd stuff.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this guy's saying over here with
Yeah.
all this deep Stark knowledge.
Yeah.
yeah, this fucking guy. Yeah,
throwing everybody
talking
off.
about guys. You could have just said like Steve Stark's there, and I would have been like, oh, really?
Didn't
I'd believe
see,
you.
Didn't you see
Medieval
Tony Stark?
motherfucker named
Shut up.
Steve.
Let's not talk. Let's not talk any more Avengers. I told you that already.
He's dying to fuck this movie up.
Dude, you don't even know. Like once he
Be
actually
quiet.
watches
I know,
it,
I
like
can't
I'll
wait.
fucking have a meltdown. Of like, when did we did it in it?
No more.
Dying to fuck this movie up. That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Don't say anything.
All right, so as we wind the episode down, we have this little segment right here, Trash Talk. We ask that you pull a couple questions out of it,
I'm sorry.
and they can get a little risque. They can get friendly, lame. Yeah, they're all over the board, kind of.
There's some
But he said
new
lame
ones.
first.
I did.
Who comes up with these?
That's
Nobody.
his
Nobody.
job.
Nobody. That's
but,
a-
I
that's-
mean, more than likely.
You try to get away with the nobody. What one conspiracy theories do you think could be real?
Ooh, a conspiracy theory that you think is real.
Ooh, let's see. Okay,
Moon
what's-
landing.
Moon landing.
I'm just throwing them out
we
there.
had to
Just
do
whatever.
that shit. We had to.
Do you think that was real?
No,
Okay.
because we were some prideful motherfuckers. Like America was some
okay.
prideful.
Yeah, but why not
motherfuckers
fake
back in
it?
the day.
Fake it until you make it, and they probably never made it.
Nah, that's why. That's why we could walk around to other countries and like just sling
Swing our
big
dicks.
dick.
Swing our dick.
Sling big dick because we're like, yo, did your country go on the moon? Yo, fuck you.
I think
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
India or China just make it recently?
China did.
Yeah, recently,
China
yeah,
made
they
it
just
to the
got there.
moon, but you like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
No one ever thinks
They
about
did, just
second
recently.
place.
But okay, but my question is, if they've done it, why did they only
I like
do it
how you
once?
jumped that. He didn't even get a
Oh,
chance to answer
sorry.
the question.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think like what.
Yeah, I was
conspiracy-
feeding them to him. I don't know.
What, Hillary Clinton has a child sex ring.
Oh yeah, that one's not real.
Okay, let's see.
Or unless
The
you believe it.
anti-vaxxer shit.
I don't know if I necessarily think like Hillary Clinton would. If someone said Bill, though,
Oh, you
I'd be
mean
like,
Bill
oh,
ran
shit.
one?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has that.
probably. And she was covering for him.
Maybe.
Because I like conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. Who doesn't? 9/11. Too soon.
When 9/11 was an inside
Yeah,
job.
yeah. That's 8 years old. Wait, no.
No,
Shit,
9/11 was an
18
outside
No.
job.
18 years. Fuck.
Yeah, that shit was a while ago, yo. That shit happened when I was in 6th grade.
Where were you for 9/11?
I think I was in
Besides 6th grade.
I was in my.
You were in kickball?
No. So I wasn't even at school. I remember we had. My mom had on TV.
Did it? Yeah, when
that shit
9/11.
is depressing. Tell your 9/11 backstory.
Yeah.
Happy times, right?
That's kind of how our segments
My mom
go.
and dad- No, I think I was waking up in the morning and my mom had just cooked breakfast. She was like, "Yo, look at this shit."
And then debris fell on your face, and then
No, it's just like watching the shit because like I live in California, so it's like New York is like a
Too far away.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
oh,
like too
that's-
far away to
yeah,
give a fuck
yeah.
about. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
some earthquake shit happened. It's like, oh, yo.
Yeah,
But
it's
like,
us.
yeah.
San Andreas.
Yeah. So I remember going to school one day, and this is how I like knew it was something. They had like a whole assembly, like they shut down our entire school, and we had
To talk about it?
it was like this weird press conference that they did, like some
My
type of
school
thing.
didn't give a shit then. Like, we had to stay in school the rest of the day.
Yeah, and they were like, "Yo, don't do anything to anybody. Don't
Albert
say
was
anything.
30.
We don't know what happened." Yeah.
Albert just started real estate classes.
Yeah, Albert was 30. So
What's a conspiracy theory I think is real? I'm trying to think of a good one.
It doesn't have to be good.
it doesn't be good.
No, because most of the shit is stupid. Like,
JFK that really didn't happen. Like he's still alive.
here's what
Oh,
I think,
Elvis.
though.
Elvis
Like,
is still alive.
conspiracy theories are created because the truth, a
not
lie,
out there.
a lie
Yeah.
is more enticing than the truth sometimes. So, like, I think I understand that, and that kind of fucks up conspiracy theories for me. You know what I mean?
true. Yeah.
No,
So
you know
most
what
of them
I mean?
seem
I
So
think-
what
Stupid.
you're saying
Yeah.
is that this is
Cynical.
the perfect question for you. Right
It is.
now.
No, it is. No, in all reality,
That's why I
yes,
put it in
is.
there. That's why I knew that's why it was on top.
This shit is typed out perfectly and everything.
It was handwritten. I did that
it wasn't
today. I
handwritten.
did it today.
I wish I'd give you credit. Typing some shit out for the credit. I wish I'd make you look good
Stop
on your
being
own
so
podcast.
honest.
All right, it's all right.
Start a conspiracy.
I act like you
about the-
prepared. No, oh fuck.
If you want to think, you can pass, and then it can go to
No, I
us
think 9/11 is
because we all do it.
This is the building 7 shit.
Yeah.
No, the building 7
doesn't
shit.
seem
'Cause the
legit.
shit no, because it doesn't fucking make sense. Like, because you see, like, a fire happens and then it like
Yeah.
comes to another building, but then
Yeah, and then
you
that
know,
one goes down.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and it didn't even catch on fire. Well, it did catch on fire, didn't it? I think a
I don't
little
know.
bit of it.
The
But
building?
Did you watch
Yeah,
what is
no,
it
well,
called?
'Cause I watched the
supposedly-
video.
Is it coin? Was it coin or what is that one called? That conspiracy theory movie
What?
that they call like there's a 9/11 conspiracy theory movie.
Oh, movie?
Oh shit!
There really is
Is that
one.
Geist?
What?
Is that Geist?
Guys too.
Is
That's
that
the
no? Is
director.
that Geist? That's a movie.
Nah, is that what it is? I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like a
there's the one that
really
kind
urban
of like
movie.
goes through like it's kind of like right after it happened, like the cover. Like they talk about like basically like that, like Building 11, like or no 11. The buildings next to it kind of went down, and nothing really was
No,
near
what's
it.
it called? Yeah.
It might be Zeitgeist.
I don't know.
I feel like
type
it
in-
was.
Yeah, they're gonna check my
you want
server.
Google it right now?
So
Yeah,
do
check
you
my
think?
server.
Do you think with the buildings that they're so they basically primed the buildings? So once shit
Yeah,
went down,
it's possible. I mean, I don't know.
they blew the building out so it would tumble. Is what you
I don't
think?
know. Here's
You
my
think
take
it's
on
real?
things. Like, we always needed a bad guy as America. We used to have the Russians.
Yep.
And
Loose
now,
change.
See, what did I
you
say? I
know,
said
Loose
change
change.
something. I said
Yeah.
change.
Change coins or something.
Yeah, coin. I said coin something.
It's
What
loose,
is it
Loose
about?
change.
Loose change.
Loose change is a movie.
Loose
Have you never
Change?
seen that?
No,
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
it's
of
good.
it.
I've seen
Yeah.
that one. That's the conspiracy one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Check it out.
It out.
It's
I
worth.
like, I like watching conspiracy just
Me
to see
too.
like
Just
how,
I like seeing other views on things.
Yeah.
well, that, and then it's cool. I don't know if "cool" is the right word for it, but it's just interesting
Another way.
watching.
Another-
Tragic
way.
event. You have to be
How-
very conscious of the people. No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it is.
No,
I mean,
but
you,
it's
you
like
have
a
to be.
cool
You have to be.
No, you don't.
You have to
Fuck
know.
them.
No,
It's a
you have to know both sides of everything.
It's a cool thing watching
You
people
do,
like
yeah.
link these different
Yes.
ideas that have
Yeah.
nothing fucking
exactly.
to do with each other, but
and then try to make something out of
and
it.
they make something out of
They're
it.
so
Yeah.
credible until like you see the basement and there's fucking yarn all over the wall.
Yeah,
and
on
then
some,
you're like,
like-
dude, you
On
fucked
some Law and
it.
Order stuff, yeah.
You fucked
That's
it
like a
up,
movie.
dude.
Like you
Skeleton.
follow this guy. This guy's so right. You go to his house and he's got
You're
no
like,
running
God
water.
damn it.
It's
Newspaper
in a
all over
basement in
the
his mom's
walls.
house.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Fucked up everything.
I think
Why'd
I made
you
a
show inside his world?
Hey,
Why
but
did
listen,
you show
but
inside his
listen,
world?
they're the ones putting out movies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what the fuck am I doing?
I think I shouldn't have believed what you said. when you came here.
They have websites with advertising, and
Yeah.
I'm out here talking shit about him, but obviously he might be doing it right.
It's true,
Right?
Yeah.
No, but to answer your question, I don't necessarily know who caused it. I just know we need somebody to hate.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
maybe that was
Gotta
just
be
a good
bad
time
guy,
to have
yeah.
like another
Point a
enemy.
finger.
Yeah, because America right now, Mexicans getting it. It's gonna be all right.
It's all right. He'll make it. He'll make it.
Americans gonna say we can't do shit without Mexicans.
That's true. We
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Like we need houses, right, Albert?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
All the above to make them, to sell
that's
them.
what I'm saying. You don't see no homeless
We got him his
Mexicans.
papers
I
before
know,
we
he's
started
good.
this.
I know,
He's
we made
good.
sure he's legit.
That's why.
You
That's why I
can't
act
see any
right.
homeless Mexicans. Who
Yeah.
else is gonna build a house?
That's true.
Exactly.
That is true.
We're gonna learn the hard way though. But yeah, I think we do need somebody to hate. Like we needed a new villain,
Yeah.
and maybe like a
It
Bin
was
Laden
just that
was
time.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it was no longer like the red coats are coming to take us over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because the Chinese really, we
The Chinese are always the enemy, but we
don't
keep
say
buying from them, so it doesn't.
we're gonna buy into them.
Yeah.
A lot of white guys have Asian fetishes. We
Yeah.
can't. You know
True.
what I mean?
in secret dungeons.
what I'm saying.
So what we do with the question is we go around. It's like a round table type thing. So each one of us will answer.
Shit, I wasn't ready. I just
before-
named off all of mine already.
Before
What was the question
we go
again?
to the next episode or the next.
So
What
which one do you
conspiracy theory
believe in,
do you
right?
think it is?
Which
could
one
be
do you think
real?
is real?
Could be real. Could be real. Could be real.
Conspiracy
I'll let
theory.
you got one ready? No.
Yeah, well, I
think
mean,
it's real.
I'm with the one with the moon.
The moon. You think the moon's
moon
good?
is fake?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, when was it when we did it?
1960
60.
something.
Okay, so
5,
why
68?
haven't we done it again?
Because we
Because
don't
we've
give
been
a
there.
fuck.
We conquered that shit.
It's kind of like you ever fuck somebody
But why
and
are
then
we
like
st- why are we
afterwards it's
still
like
on
I
the
did
oil
it,
field?
so
Yeah.
I don't really gotta do it again.
I just
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't know. I think we were there and we realized that there's no resource on it, so we just fucking left.
No, we did it for
that makes
pride. We
sense.
did it for pride though. Like
Yeah.
we went up there for pride, but
Yeah,
then we
there's
have
all-
the pride
there's-
that like we stuck the flag
Yeah.
on the moon. You know, we did that. Nobody else.
There are other
back on Steve
other
Nash.
motives though to put them up there. Like, okay, well, let's see what a moon rock is. Or is there any
We don't care about that.
resources?
We don't care about that shit.
Yeah, but we care about oil, which there
You know
could
what?
have been oil
There's
in because
oil.
it's a chunk of
No.
the earth.
You
If
know,
we had oil on the moon, possibly, but
I
don't
think the Transformer movie touched it perfectly because the other side of the moon was dangerous. So that's why we don't go back.
Transformers are on
Yes.
the other side of
Yep.
the
Or whatever.
Dark side
I don't
of the
know. Exactly.
Yep.
I think that's why we're trying to.
Pink Floyd's on the
We're
other
trying
on
to
the
race
dark
to
side of the moon
Mars.
too.
We're trying to get to Mars first.
Yeah, that's why I think there's no need to go.
There's aliens on Mars. There's also
You think so?
Yeah, there's also
They
fucking
conspiracy
autonomous
theory?
robots on Mars. We put them.
Well, yeah, we put them there's a whole bunch of fucking Roombas out there just cleaning up the fucking same circle.
Yeah, but they conquered
No,
Mars,
that's what
dude.
they are, too.
Yeah, they,
Just doing fucking squares.
Fucking
They're
Rosie from the
cleaning that shit.
Jetsons up there.
They're cleaning that shit perfectly.
Clean that shit up so we can build a Starbucks over there.
They're just mapping out each fucking lot.
So we can put in a Jamba Juice on the fucking extraterrestrial
You
shit.
get there, we got places to eat and shit. That's the American way.
yeah.
Oh god. What about you, Mark?
So a couple episodes we talked about Notre Dame. It got on fire.
Oh, you think that one's real?
So we made
The one
one
we-
up.
the
We
we-
made
That one
one
probably
up.
is true. I think
So,
I'm gonna touch. Yeah, I think
They donated $1 billion, right? I think it's even more over $1 billion at
Now.
this point, right? Right?
Yeah.
in like a couple days, like a weekend or some shit, right?
We made a conspiracy that the Illuminati,
Or whatever organization.
some organization
Catholic.
burnt, lit the building on fire. So they could donate for a tax deduction,
was an
and
insurance
then
scam.
also, it's basically a multi-billion-dollar insurance scam.
And now they keep all the money.
The Illuminati is basically
There's actually a theory about now that you speak about it, there's a theory about the Titanic about that. So there were 3 ships. So there's the Titanic,
The Nina, the
Olympic-
Pinta,
Santa Maria.
Santa Maria, right?
You just name all like Spanish ships.
That's
the Mayflower.
Yeah, the Mayflower.
Mayflower. No, I can't on that one. No, but there's a theory though. He just caught that with the Indian stick. He was like, wait.
Let's dim the lights.
Racism doesn't get to me right
Yeah,
away. So,
yeah.
I'm
Literally,
progressive.
Black
guys.
clouds
Come
that just
on.
passed by.
He's progressive.
No, but there's a theory. So
black people came over on
Yeah.
ships.
Yeah.
That
And?
I forget which one of the ships had engine malfunctions, and so they just swapped them out.
Oh, sorry.
And basically, they wanted to get a big insurance claim off of the ship sinking, and eventually they did. And I forget
Oh,
which
so you
company.
think the Titanic was a thing?
Actually,
Possibly?
it's just what I've heard.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a theory, though.
yeah.
I don't know. I want to say it's like J.P. Morgan
Yeah,
had
that
stock
makes
in
sense.
it.
I know that guy.
Some
Makes
like
sense.
rich tycoon from back in the day had some stake.
He had some troubling past.
So one thing we should research is when did not baby JP Morgan, but the teenager JP Morgan like get his big deal.
when he got his money, I imagine he's from money.
Because his dad is also J.P. Morgan, but his dad only ran a commercial bank. He had nothing to do with any outside interests. The J.P. Morgan that spawned the actual bank is the one that had the venture. Like he wanted to get into electricity. He wanted to get into
venture capital.
and everything.
So
that's why he backed Edison and all that.
So we need to figure out when he made his big thing.
Yeah,
and because maybe it was right around the same time.
Could be.
He maybe he fucking took down the Hindenburg.
Maybe stole that.
I mean,
baby.
if you were gonna go on Ponzi schemes, right? There's another one right there, right around the same time.
Did you read that? I don't know. Did you guys read the article recently? Like, Krispy Kreme has like Nazi ties.
Yeah,
No,
it was
I
Krispy
didn't.
Kreme.
Really?
Dr. Pepper. It was a Dr. Pepper family.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dr.
Really?
family. The Dr. Pepper family that controlled the rights to all the companies that they had.
Yeah, it's like them, like IBM.
A whole bunch of companies that they all
Really?
control
built
with.
the machines
they had
tattooed the Jews.
Wow,
they had
this trash talk got deep.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I hope he pulls the one about the Holocaust stuff. But that's in time.
Please tell me you did that one, please.
It's in there.
Oh yes. Okay, maybe.
Anti-Semite.
Yeah.
Anti-Semite.
Yeah.
It's just a good question. It's
It
just
is.
yeah.
It is. Hopefully you don't big it. I don't know.
What about you, Scott?
Oh yeah, so mine. Oh man, I have so many.
We just went through all of them.
We went through all of them.
All the conspiracies
JFK.
ever.
No, there's a lot more.
There
There's
are
a
a
lot
lot.
more crazy shit
There
out
are a
there.
lot.
That, what's the one with people? The people who control the government are like reptiles. Watch Alex Jones for that shit.
Yeah, Alex
You know,
Jones is crazy.
the one.
The one that. What's that one with the school? All the kids died.
Sandy
That-
Hook.
Sandy Hook wasn't
Hook
real.
was fake.
Yeah, no, that's
put in
real.
fluoride in tap water is making us gay.
Oh, is that what? That's the
Yeah.
thing? Wow.
Really?
I'm telling you, you watch some of this shit.
So you're an Alex Jones watcher of some. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. It's interesting.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I've never
I'm
seen it.
kinda
I've never
retarded.
seen. He is.
Did you see that on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
He was like,
That
I'm
was
not
a
gonna lie to
weird-
you. I'm kind of retarded.
And they're like friends.
I would imagine
but
Joe
Joe
Rogan's
Rogan is
friend with
friends with
everybody.
everybody, yeah.
He's kind of
Yeah.
like the dude. Like he's just the dude.
He just
like
wants
Joe Rogan's the
he
dude.
wants to hear all the
He's the
opinions
dude.
so he can make his own opinion. And sometimes
That's a good thing, though.
he goes
Yeah.
on each side. Like 1 week he'll be on one side, and then the next one he'll be on
who was
the
in
other
there?
side.
Maybe just
Tommy,
fucking
but-
flips the coin.
Oh yeah, Tommy.
Which side to be on?
That's a good thing though to have like a diverse array.
Just to be open.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know
to
what I
be
mean.
open to ideas
That's the way.
and conversation.
That's how you
yeah.
succeed. You just go for it.
Yeah. Or be gay.
All right. So what was yours after all?
The tap water is
Shit, I don't
making
know.
us gay.
Make the frogs gay, as he likes to say. Yeah, that's a legit thing.
I guess I would agree with you, Albert. I don't think the moon landing's legit.
Damn,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't
You guys
think
are
so either.
done.
Damn.
I don't
I'm
think
the one with civic pride over here. I think America did that shit.
I don't think so.
I mean, Albert was like there, like he was like
I was
he was
about
13 watching
14.
it.
It's a
Watching
50-50 split panel on the moon
On the
landing.
moon.
Yeah.
You with me? Okay.
Yeah, he's with you.
All right.
I
Not
don't
not
know.
for the
I just
pride
think,
reason, but
I just think at
because-
that time, like, why not fake it? Because you had enough, you can do enough movie things
Because we
to
didn't
make
want the
it.
Russians to do that shit first.
But because if you tell them that you're already there
Yeah.
and they don't have
We
the
were-
technology, like
we
everybody
know.
may be at the same level of technology, right? Let's say, like
You
everyone sucks.
guys need to
I wonder
like
if there
pick up a
is-
history book. Like we were in a fight with Russia to get to
I
the
know,
moon.
and why not fake it that we got
Do
there?
you
and
know?
we didn't?
Do you know that like so a lot of the
A
reasons
history book. This
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
guy.
So, no, it's real. Dead
Who has
ass.
one of those?
Like a lot of the reasons why we like
Currently
with
not our
that,
education
the way we
system.
like the shit that we like is because of the Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was an operation with the CIA would make abstract art a thing because back in the day that shit was ugly. Like nobody would probably have like a Warhol like on their painting. So there was like a big operation that they have where basically we're gonna make American art influential throughout the world.
Well, if we know anything from Men in Black, though, Andy Warhol was a Men in Black. So if we
Who the fuck drops a Men in Black reference?
I know we talk about history.
If we know anything,
That's all over the fucking map.
here's a good conspiracy.
Just making up ones.
We're just gonna make them up. Here's a good one. All movies that we watch are
Influence
a
us?
version of a reality that is either happened or is going to happen.
Well, every idea could actually happen. It's potential, right? Like
Yeah, I think
Back to
that's
the
like
Future
a
or whatever,
string-
right? Like
string theory is what it is. So there's like different
what it is?
alternate universes, and there's like infinite possibilities.
and that's why Rick and Morty works
Yeah,
Yeah, so possible.
so good.
there's a reality of them existing in real life.
As fucked up it is, there just might be.
Yeah.
Could be. That'd be
I'm
fucking
glad I don't
sweet.
live. I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad I don't live in a world where like superheroes live or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, that would
like
suck.
that shit would suck
Because
hard.
there's
By
the
No, 'cause
non-stop fucking battles in
You're
the streets
living
and
your
shit.
life, right? Monday through Friday.
but what if
going,
you
doing
are
your
the superhero?
95. What if? I mean, yeah, this whole scenario is a what if. But, I mean, yeah, that part would be cool, right? Well, I don't know, because some days I'd wake up and I'd be like, I don't want a fucking superhero today.
Oh, you mean everybody has powers? Is that what you mean?
No. What I was getting at, he interrupted me. What I was getting at first was like, you know, you're doing your 9 to 5, and then all of a sudden, fucking Skeletor comes flying down to like ruin your Monday because he attacked the
what he
building
does.
next to your work. So then
like-
you guys have a fire.
he's like
drill.
Garfield, dude. He
like,
hates
I'm just trying to
Mondays.
make it real.
like
Like he.
Skeletor out. Like, all the
Left fucking field.
No. Skeletor's the
He loves He-Man.
Skeletor's the villain. So
Oh yeah, I got you. It's not even that,
Skeletor?
it's just like, what you gonna see?
I got
just
it.
wanted to be,
but Skeletor?
Because we can't kick out all the Mexicans. Because who's gonna clean up all the
all the debris.
all the
Yeah.
debris that's done?
Skeletor, I guess.
Yeah. No.
God, you guys are haters. Don't hate on Skeletor. Come on.
We knew you loved He-Man. You like
It's on
you like
you.
He-Man. You like He-Man and
I
tights.
did like
I think we
He-Man.
glossed
too.
over though. So conspiracy theory.
Oh wait.
Oh, his was.
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
yours? You had one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
I did the Notre Dame.
Notre
Oh
so
yeah,
okay,
the one we
okay,
made up.
okay.
The one we made
The
up.
one we
Okay.
actually.
It's
that
an
was-
insurance Ponzi scheme.
I agree with that one. So there's a lot that I agree
You know
with.
what's fucked up? They raised $1 billion for that,
I know.
and there are protests in Paris right now that have been like ongoing for weeks because people like can't afford to live over there.
That's what I mean. That's what
That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're
yeah.
thinking. It's something's weird. Like you can't feed. Like that would feed the hungry. Like the hunger, right?
There
of
would
everybody.
be no
A
starving
lot of
kids in
people.
Africa with $1 billion. I mean, at least for
or
a
at least
week.
in like one
At
country,
least
right?
for
Or
a
like in
week.
Europe, like you
Yeah.
take that money and just all right. Well, fuck the
Greece
church.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
Fuck the
bankrupt
church,
anymore.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to say that, right?
Yeah,
but you just did.
feed everybody, right? And that probably would go a long way versus
Yeah.
$1 billion for food
build a
stamps.
building.
Yeah, because
EBT.
to be honest though, do you think they would raise $1 billion if they like the pyramids of Giza just happened to blow up, like if ISIS blew that up?
Yeah,
you think
no.
they would give a fuck?
No.
right?
No.
There'd have to be like a Church of Egypt or something tied to it.
Yeah, exactly.
There'd have to be something like that.
It
There'd have
would
to be
some-
religion.
It'd have to be some shit in
It'd
like
have to be religious based for that to happen. I would imagine.
Possibly like if they blew up Jerusalem,
Yeah, that would happen. That would
that would probably
That'd
happen,
be
but not Pyramid
$1
of
billion.
Giza.
No.
You're going to get
Well-
the FBI and the CIA in this room here.
No, I'm just saying, like, what's the
the Great Wall of China, maybe,
the
or like,
dude
are
in
you
Rio
thinking
de
like,
Janeiro?
Great Wall of
No,
China
I don't
is
think
already
they
broken.
would give a fuck about that.
yeah, you're just thinking like the seven wonders or what is it?
Yeah.
Eight wonders
Seven
of the world?
wonders of the
Seven?
world, yeah.
However many there are.
I think the
Grand
pyramids
Canyon.
are
I guess
only
you can't really blow that up. Maybe you could probably make it bigger.
You just fill it.
Yeah, fuck it up. Just it's a
The
cavern.
pile, the
Yeah, a little a ditch. No, it's not the Grand Canyon anymore.
Yeah, it's like the pile, the enemy.
They got a
of the
magnet and they brought the moon to cap it right there. Maybe
Where?
the Grand Canyon.
Maybe, you've been watching Despicable Me and shit. Like that's the first thing I thought.
Is that what that's
Trying to,
from?
yeah, it is. You trying to make the moon small and bring it here and shit?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That did happen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking.
So
See,
what?
that's why you're getting
These are
you're
conspiracy
getting movies and reality confused.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're living the life of what you just said.
I'm the one that's creating this conspiracy.
Yeah.
People will catch on. It'll catch on. So you want to pull another question?
Yes, sir.
from
Yes,
the
sir.
thing?
One
Even though
more.
that one took like 50 minutes to answer.
That was a
but
long one.
Good,
That
though. Good.
one
That was the
good.
longest trash talk we've had.
Is it really?
probably
One
true.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one though. I like it. Okay, let's see. What is the most childish thing you still do?
Oh, not the Holocaust one. Damn it, dude.
sorry,
We're going to have to
go-
place bets on it.
Who gets the Holocaust one?
No, like...
Let's do another one. Let's do another one.
It's like, he wants the Holocaust one.
He's-
No, just throw it away.
Okay.
Yeah, get another one. Those were the mild ones.
I don't even know how to answer that one. I like the good ones.
So the darker the better.
Darker the better, yeah.
Yes, they all like the darker ones. Stop with the Disney questions.
What is the stupidest thing you've done because you were dared?
That's another stupid one.
I mean, it has stupid in the question.
It's true.
The stupidest thing because you were dared.
Because I was dared. I think I was at a pool party and somebody dared me to suck somebody else's toes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a
That
dumb
was a
one.
bad dare, yeah.
That is a dumb one.
That was really dumb.
So you're where Bill Cosby got this.
Yeah, was it the
no,
at the
Bill
same
Cosby
place?
Or you learned it
puts
from
in a
Bill's
drink.
Cosby.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's Cosby.
But he
I
likes
think it's like
sucking
an
toes.
older guy fetish.
Yeah?
Feet.
That's what Bill does.
Feet are so gross.
Yeah,
I don't know, because everybody has a thing. Like, what's your thing?
he's got a lot of
Mexican
things.
chicks.
Is it really?
He's got to bring them over
What about-
first.
what about him exactly?
He's got to bring them over first in a van. They don't know that they're here. It's a whole thing. It's weird. Like no windows.
Yep.
He goes down and picks them up. They don't know they're coming here, but it's a new opportunity for both people.
You gotta go to Mexico to get Mexican chicks.
They don't know they're coming here,
Damn, Mark.
but it's a win-win because he
I'm
lets
not-
them free.
That answer was right. That's perfect. I'm
That's
not even going to...
That's what he does. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil what you do. Shit, I wasn't ready. What was it?
I think I just like switched up
Stupidest
the question.
thing you were dared to do.
Yeah.
Stupidest
I
thing.
don't think I was there, but you guys know the story. I did that Edward 40 hands one time, and that was pretty bad.
The what?
Where you get 2 40s and you duct tape them to your hands and you drink them until they're gone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was bad.
He used-
40.
Like 2 40s.
he-
like beer.
he's the inspiration behind Frank the Tank.
Like,
I've seen somebody do that with Four Loko. Back when Four Loko was Four Loko. Yeah,
oh,
we had the
I never had
caffeine.
those ones.
Oh, yo, those.
Mine were, I did,
fuck
mine,
you up.
unfortunately, at the time, they were still reserves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did them to both.
All right.
One would fuck you up, dude.
Yeah.
I did them
'Cause
both.
I've seen a dude, he shotgunned like 2 of them, and he was surprisingly standing after. It was gross. Amazing shit.
Yeah, they
but
still sell
gross.
those? I've heard about them.
They still sell them, but they're not the same.
They
Yeah.
dumbed them down or whatever.
Because they don't have caffeine in them. Because we
That's a
always
bad
change things
mix.
when people die, but like that's the reason we go out to do the shit. Because somebody died. Like, yo, they have
You're chasing the dragon.
yeah. What's
sort
the
of.
thing with the Kinder eggs where we don't have the toy in the eggs because you don't know how to,
Yeah.
Well, no, they just made the toys dumb now because we have Kinder eggs.
Yeah, they're still around.
They're still around, but they're not the same. Like we bite
No,
into
they're not.
chocolate,
Yeah,
the
no,
toy
no,
is in it. Like
it's-
it's on
it's
the
a
outside.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's not even.
That was a thing?
No, the toy is still inside. It's just a bullshit toy. It's like a
It's
Cracker
like- okay,
Jack
so like-
fry.
No, but I mean, it's like a thing where you
It used to
open
be
and then you
inside it.
scoop
Yeah,
out
yeah,
the
yeah,
ice
yeah.
cream. No, it used to be actual egg, and you would bite into it,
And the toy was in
inside.
there.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know about them until after, like, when they were made probably safer. They had the toy on one side and the candy on the other, right? And then you, whatever. But,
We can only childproof so many things, but I mean, like,
well, there's still going to be dumb
I think
people out
I
there.
don't
I mean,
think
Tide
we're
Pods.
child-proofing anything
Tide
anymore.
Pods.
I think we're people-proofing
Stupid.
things now. I think
People-proofing?
that's. I think that's what we're doing now. We're not
people
child-proofing
moving,
anything
but
anymore.
people are stupid. Like people are going to
No
do
matter
stupid
what,
things.
they're
Not
gonna get
necessarily
dumb.
about the kids swallowing. I mean, they don't know, but I mean, like Tide Pods, people huffing glue. You can't buy.
Yeah, that's still a good one.
Let's see.
Spray paint. You need to be 18.
Spray painting. You have to be
18-year-old,
18.
yep.
It's just
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
What is it? Anytime, like, you buy Sudafed or something, you have to be 18 at the store? Well, I guess it goes into, what is that,
Meth. Yes.
Sorry. Talking about my cooking days.
People want to do
So-
dope. I think we just need to be more honest about that. People are going to get fucked up any
No
way.
matter what they can do
Yeah.
it.
Any
Very
way they
true.
could fucking do it.
Anyway,
I was
we can
watching
find
it.
a vice.
Yeah, I watched the thing. It was in Russia. Crocodile, I think is a drug called. So it's like you've heard
I've
of
heard
it,
of that
right?
one. Heard of that
I've
one.
heard of that one.
Shit,
too.
well, fuck. It's like lighter fluid, heroin, and like something else, and like it eats
Yeah,
away
these
your
are
arm.
what- yeah, I've
Eats
seen
your
Yeah.
skin. No,
So there's a dude.
You shoot it up? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so you
I
shoot
see
it up,
that,
and then
yeah.
there was a guy in a hospital, so he had like shot it up so much, so legitimately it's just like this, and his arm is just bone.
Bones,
Yeah.
And the
I've
doctor,
seen it.
just to like prove how real, he was like, ding, ding, with the little thing. And the guy was like, oh my God. But it's just like a PSA. Like, don't do this shit. But I mean, like, that's the lengths people are going to do to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So I
No
mean,
matter
like,
what.
Yeah.
people are always going to find a way. I think we try to curb things as much as possible, but in the end, like, there's just going to be something else that's going to come out.
Oh,
Yeah. If not, they'll just go back to the old ways, whippets, and just knocking themselves out.
'Cause we're people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're people.
Basically.
We're too intuitive not to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Off
True.
of something.
Very true.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Like, if we
it's
want-
sad if you think about it, right?
It is sad. 'Cause
It's-
you think about it.
everybody's
Because if you
It
think
is.
you
everybody's
put that,
medicating some way.
Yeah.
we're medicating in some way, and then if you put that effort into something else, imagine what we could
Yeah,
have.
imagine if everyone actually was not
Yeah, like,
medicating
as
themselves.
much effort as you put
We
into
could all
getting,
unite and be a good society.
Yeah, it's to getting fucked up. We could find cures to shit.
yeah.
We could
It would be a good
really
place.
put that Starbucks on Mars. And
Yeah.
now,
There are people doing that though.
Well, the
There's
Roombas are doing it.
The real doll now, and there's the technology's going advancing.
Real you
Yeah.
talking about a sex doll?
Yeah.
That was a good segue.
oh yeah, it's weird.
Some of the
like,
dumbest
sex
shit you've been
dolls.
dared to do.
That was Mark.
That was
Did a
more-
sex doll. What was his name?
Jim.
Do they have dude sex dolls? I would imagine
I'm
they would.
sure. Yeah.
I would imagine
I
they
think that
would.
was
Yeah, they do. You
I'd
just
imagine
said
they
it
would.
So flowing.
Yeah, that flowed nicely there.
It's called a husband. The whole sex doll thing is weird too.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's weird because we live in the most like sexually liberating time we would ever think of, but then like. What was the terrorist group? Well, they're not. I don't know if they're terrorists.
Yeah, but we
They're
want
not
to be
incels.
antisocial, so we don't like we.
Well, that's why
want to
sex
be
dolls work.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
that's
sex
like-
dolls work, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's why
mind-boggling
they're a
because
thing.
you have to put in work to get sex, but then like you want the outcome, but you don't want to put in the work
Yeah.
that comes along with it.
Yeah.
and I think that's just like
It's only going to get
Lazy.
worse.
it is getting worse,
It
but
is.
it just makes no sense because there's so many there's no reason anybody shouldn't be getting laid like every week.
Yeah, that's a good PSA.
No, for real though, like that's facts.
If you put the work in,
Put the work in,
there shouldn't be an issue. Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't be having trouble.
And it's not even about.
But the real doll doesn't talk back.
That's what's good
unless
about
you
it,
get
really.
the upgrade.
Listen, there are plenty of women.
And that's a downgrade, honestly. Stop! I'll pick up my shoes. Shut up.
Listen, there
But
are
what
more,
if- what if
there are
that's your
more
kink,
women,
dude?
There are more women on
You
Earth.
want them to yell at you? I guess it could be.
There are plenty of women who would want to fuck and just kick you the fuck out like afterwards. I think it's sometimes we get it like as dudes we get it in the head like we
Where
think,
are
like,
these unicorns? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that was that Tinder, right? Probably, I'd imagine, or the like just a
Tinder,
one night stand kind
yeah.
of thing,
Send me
right?
town like after 12 o'clock.
Timmy Town Lake.
Oh yeah, but you got to be careful with that. You got to card them and everything because you don't know.
Yeah.
That's gonna stop you?
Yeah, jail time.
Jail will.
Jail?
The,
Okay.
the
Jail will.
after sex is gonna stop me.
Who was it? It was somebody like I think it was Louis C.K. He had like something. It was hilarious. Like child molesters must really, really love fucking kids because it's like, yo, they could go to jail for this shit and they still go out.
Yeah, and they
And they
still,
still
go
for
do
the
it.
hunt.
You still go for the hunt.
They know the consequences and they still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, some people just have that in them.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
So Albert,
Oh,
what is your
yeah.
Back to the
thing?
question.
Yeah, Albert. What are you?
Deviated.
Yes.
Mine was the Death Nut Challenge.
You weren't dared to
We
do
did that.
Yeah,
No,
they
it
were
was
not
not
us.
there.
I was not
We're
involved in
not
these
dared
guys.
to do that.
Where's
So
the box?
there's peanuts.
Where'd you put it?
Oh god.
Those hot peanuts.
Yes.
Oh god.
Super, super hot.
You know what's
2 weeks
the
ago.
Kind of like the
worst?
chip.
The worst was
No, that's it. They're peanuts.
No, but I mean, it's like the chip, though, right? Like you eat the
way
one hot chip.
fucking
It's
worse
way
than-
worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
5
dude.
stages.
Dude.
Yeah, the very last one is 13 million Scoville units. That's basically like lava in your body.
Oh no, dude. But,
How,
dude,
yeah, how did you guys do like the
oh
next
my
couple of days? I
God.
know
No,
like
not
somebody
not the couple of days.
did someone
That
throw up?
night.
Did someone
That
throw up, right?
night,
Threw
yeah.
up.
You threw up. You threw
Yeah, I
up.
threw it.
That night, dude. I
think it was
swear.
more because I just ate like fucking 3 bowls of ice cream.
We ate tons of ice cream. We were eating bananas like no business and bread
Yeah,
for
I
weeks.
just had a lot of shit in my gut at one time.
And it was fine.
And it turned
and it
over.
was spicy, but that night, oh my god, I couldn't sleep.
Did it make you like toss and turn and shit like all night?
Dude, I can't even lay down, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
It was a lot of pain in my stomach, dude.
One
time, I thought I was about to faint, dude. I was like, "Oh my God, please!"
Yeah. This is a good way to you to say that.
I seriously thought I was gonna like.
You had bubble guts after?
Hospital,
So
I'm sure they both did.
maybe no, we really didn't have bubble guts, but that first BM afterwards was not great.
Oh, hot when it go in, hot when it comes out?
Yeah, it was scorcher.
Oh,
but I threw up that night, so like
I
kind of offset it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't. But the
still
pain was horrible.
He
man.
still has some in his beard.
yeah,
see a little
somewhere.
bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Somewhere.
A little bit.
The pain was horrible that
I
night.
imagine.
Oh, fuck. I laid down and I'm like, all right, thank God. And then everything would move. I was like, oh my God. I get up. I was like, I'll be walking around and just like, oh shit. Oh, it's painful. I was like, I'll never do that shit again.
Yeah, that was.
So this is probably a bad time to talk to you about the next challenge.
What is the next challenge? What are you guys gonna do?
No, we've been asked multiple times to do the spicy ramen challenge, and it's not as the heat wise. It's not as bad. It's volume.
Oh, is it? 'Cause
Yeah.
I just can't see what spicy ramen is it?
It's
Is it? Do you add your own ingredients or is there one already?
no. There's already one.
Which
In the
one?
spice level, it's called spicy ramen. It says 2 times spicier. It's as hot as a jalapeno, but the thing is that it's not just like that one little single package. It's a fucking thing of ramen. It's volume, not heat.
No, I don't think that would be bad.
I think it would be afterwards because
fall
just
into
the
the
amount
next
of fucking ramen.
So it's not the spice, the ramen is the issue.
Yeah, the ramen is the issue. That's where I come. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to eat all
You
that.
know what fucked up
fucking
too?
ramen.
Like somebody eats that like on a
They're
regular
fucking-
basis.
There's YouTube videos of these people doing it. Like one girl, her nose started bleeding
Oh shit.
after she ate so much ramen.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and she was a Mexican girl, so
Wow.
Yeah, you're in
she
trouble.
didn't have her fucking jalapeno Wheaties. All right,
Wow.
let's wind down.
All right.
Tell us. So this episode will drop this Wednesday, which is what, the 1st
Yes.
Yeah.
of May.
Yeah.
So in the near future, tell us where you're going to be, and then if you could want to extend out your socials so people can find you and
Definitely.
follow you and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Find me on Facebook, Marc Jessie, MarcJessie, or Snapchat at Mark Damon. Let's see. So freshman competition, come out and see us. There's a lot
Thursday.
of funny comics Thursday at Toso's. Very funny people will be out. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
May 10th, I'll also be back at Toso's then. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the 26th, 2 Fridays after the 10th.
Okay.
I'll be at
Toso's
Toso's
again.
as well, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Well, we really appreciate that you came on the show.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
it, buddy.
me.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Hope you had a good time.
Yeah,
It was
definitely.
good. It was good.
Hopefully I get an invite back.
Yes.
Hopefully not on the
Yeah,
Mayflower this time.
No, the Santa Maria.
Santa Maria.
Yeah, no, that one sounds nicer.
You don't have to show up on a
Sounds
boat,
like there'd
dude.
be. Sounds like there's some good dancing going on there.
Right?
Right? Albert gets it.
Yes, I do. I was there, bro.
Just to drop some of our stuff, make sure you guys check us out at 2.5amigos.com.
Yes, sir.
Follow us on all of our social medias at AmigoPC, Twitter, and everything else. Skeletor. Hey, it's a Skeletor meme. Check us out on Podcoin. Get paid to listen to us on Podcoin. Use Amigos Podcast. You start with 300 Podcoins right off the bat. So, again, thank you for coming out, dude.
Thank you guys for having me.
Chocolate.